All right, rock and roll. Shit, man. The software. What do you talk? What is wrong? You just like a fucking statue, man.
We live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, we live.
I'm alive. Are you dead?
Yeah, we live then, y'all. We back.
Shit.
We back.
You don't know what the fuck I was doing. You come on, man. You don't even know what I was doing. You don't know the cameras. Nothing was working.
Yeah.
Putting shit on Twitch all day. So talk. What happened with you? What's been going on?
I was just visiting my daughter. Let me see what I do. Making T-shirts.
Making T-shirts,
helping
people.
The community.
Helping the community. Picking up trash in people's neighborhoods. He was doing people.
Yeah.
He even said he was doing it. There he was. He was picking up garbage, collecting cans. You want a can collector? You got one right here. He wants to make America great again, one can at a time.
That's really my hat he got on. That ain't his hat. That's my hat.
That is
right
your
there,
hat.
man.
Yeah, when you walk out of it, you can take it. Yeah.
That's my hat right there, man.
If you'd got here sooner, you know what happened? Yeah. If you'd have got here sooner, we would have. There, all right. If you'd have got here sooner, I gotta make sure all the platforms are working. I'm like the last thing you would think of in terms of somebody who's technically sound, but I am figuring it out. And if I wanted to be funny, I say, if you were a chick, I'm a fingering it out, but that's not the case. Shoot. This is crazy, man. Shoot. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. Yeah, and I was skipping. Hold on.
Jail calls right now.
Hold on, I got it
from prison.
Huh?
I'm waiting for guys from prison to.
Yeah, waiting for
call.
Our prisoners.
Yeah.
I might have to check the kilobits per second, because all this is new, going on 3 platforms at once.
That's nice, though.
Yeah, but all this is being like, we're gonna have to upgrade it. Eventually, we're gonna have to go get. Eventually, we're gonna have to go ahead and get a newer laptop. I mean, it's an i7, but it definitely isn't
typical.
No, let's say it's an i7, but we need to get a newer model. What's this? What'd you bring? What's this?
Man, we bought some.
What did you bring for me and my roaches? Oh, donut. Me and my roaches love that. Yeah. Roaches. Tell them, Roach. I wish I had the clip from Joe's apartment here right now. I would play Joe's apartment with the cockroaches.
Now I got a couple donuts, man. Different varieties. Glaze.
Damn, did you at least get a box of donuts? Are you that cheap? What'd you get? 11 donuts instead of 12?
Man, like 40 or something.
Damn, we got the little dinky balls, man. Man, those ain't no man donuts, man. Those little kids are kids for baby donuts.
We got the real deals, man. These the real deals.
Those little Evander Holyfields.
That's the real deal, man.
Well, how come they're not black? No. Man. Where's our inmates? Where are you at, you prisoners? It's not count time. Get into the day room. No, hey, did you see the videos I was posting? Donald Trump. Did you really? Don't me if you haven't. It's fine if you didn't. Have you seen any of those that I posted? The one that they did with his arraignment when he's giving a speech. He has a text. He's like, on the podium, the face of the podium, it says like text a certain number, Trump, right, to raise donations for his legal funds, even though he's a billionaire, right? Yeah. And what happens? ABC News blurred out text, and they didn't do it with Joe though. When Joe was running for president, like I don't have nothing against Biden, like personally, but I would definitely rather have Donald Trump right now in office, because what's going on too, that's another thing too, man. That's I'm telling you, get hit with them current events. If you're not, no, you got the death of the dollars coming. You got people that, do you know that? Are you really aware of that?
Yeah, man. I've been telling people about that, man.
Okay, how many people?
They finna crush the dollar, man.
How? Can you tell me? I don't want to be a dickhead when I say this. How? But how?
They finna crush the dollar because the Federal Reserve. We just have gold. We don't have gold plates, but the gold plates ain't gonna be a stain. Chinese currency. because Russia and Chinese and Africa is ganging up now.
I'm gonna say he did not. Not that. Well, they're ganging up. But
They're
listen,
joining over because Russia just paid African debt.
See, here's he what he did with he didn't pay America the debt that he owed to America. What he did was he abolished the debt that Africa owed to Russia. You see, like right now, you've got China, you have Russia, and what they're doing is, and they're not doing it's not bad. Like it's actually what you want to do. What they're doing is, like, for instance, with China's gone into these third world countries that first world countries deem third world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're building infrastructure. Okay, they're building up cities and setting up whether it's businesses or they're building them up. They're helping better these nations. Now, granted, of course, they'll come in and I'm sure they're gonna make a buck. There's gonna be a profit, but they're doing that. America is not doing that, and if they are, they're nowhere near doing it at the scale that China is, for instance, in Africa. Then you've got China, Russia, India, Brazil, and South Africa, which now they're talking Saudi Arabia and Iran, and Mexico wants to join, and now Japan. What they want to do is they want to come up with a currency. Basically, it's basically like I think of it like, without getting into the logistics of it, I think of it like what's going on with Europe, with the euro. All right. And now they're creating their own currency. And see, though those nations that I just brought up, they carry the weight of 70% of U.S. currency. Like this I was told. This one I was listening to this man, I'd have to pull it up. I can't really pull up that much on this computer the way everything's set up right now with the internet speed and whatnot, but what's happening is, I had a serious brain fart because I'm still bothered by all this stuff started happening right before we were starting. I tried like 40 minutes to get the screen, everything set up the way it is in OBS. Nothing would. It was like I couldn't get two of the cameras to come in. Only two out of I was going crazy. Okay, going back to the thing with these nations, they okay. You have countries, and what they do is they have reserve U.S. dollars, or whatever. What they're talking about, what is being said is that they're sending that money back. They're going to be sending that money back in a couple months. So
they're sending the U.S. money back.
Yeah, and what'll end up happening is it's going to, the U.S. dollar is going to be like the U.S. dollar, a dollar, just how it is right now, would be could go down to like 70 cents. It's like this: you could have $1,000 in the bank, and then next day it's only 700 in the bank because the money depreciated in value. And hyperinflation too. After that, dude, we've got the wrong guy in office. That's it. We have the wrong guy. I like him as a human being. I pray for him. Man, I do pray for this nation.
Was a beast, man. He was clever,
his mindset.
He was different than others, man.
When it comes to the economy, man, his mindset is there. He's a businessman, and sadly enough, America. I remember hearing something about like in 1800s, America became a corporation in the 1800s. Now, whether or not it came then or not, or how somewhere, America's a corporation, and because America's a corporation, run it like a business, run it like a corporation, sadly enough. And we got a weak military too. I mean, granted, with what's going right now, some stuff I can't say on certain platforms, so I'm not going to say, but dude, like, man, God ain't going to protect God. Like, I tell people, listen, you check out Dimitri Duduman, the prophecies of Dimitri Duduman, Henry Groover, and it was another man, AA something. AA Hodgins or AA something, I don't know, but, and you're gonna hear about things concerning the future of America. Now, granted, I've heard there's something called the George Washington prophecy, right? But as far as like lining up with the Bible, America's that whore of Babylon. I firmly believe that. It's just a matter of like when. Like there's times like when I'm talking, I'm thinking, Like America only has like 3 years left, man. Let me fix this. I'm tell you what. Dmitry Duduman, he said that when Russia attacks America, there'll be an internal revolution. Okay. Now, right now, they're seeking to convict a former U.S. president, one who is currently seeking to run for office in 2024, to convict him of a crime. Now, I've been told, though, if he was convicted of a felon, he could still run for president. I don't know how true that is. I could look it up on my phone. Like I said, I'm busy. I'm busy throughout the week. You know, if I'm not putting out content for this platform, right? I don't have time I don't have time for all that. But I will tell you this, that your mama's fat. No, I will tell you this, that these are times where, like, you know, maybe it would be best for people to go ahead and get some extra food in their cupboards, because I hear about stuff with food shortages. Now, granted, I just, you know, I hear stuff. I thought about getting silver myself, but I prayed to the Lord. I took it to the Lord in prayer about it. And I'll just say like that, the Lord was like, no. So I don't know how, you know, I'll tell you right now, if the Lord really wants to, well, God, you could have somebody who has piles and piles of silver, for instance. Like, we're poor. You might have a car, you might have an Audi, you know, but guess what? Can you get an ounce of gold right now? You know, but you can get yourself an ounce of silver. You get yourself 100 ounces of silver, which would be almost the equivalent of 1 ounce of gold. And it'd be easier to spend 100 ounces of silver, an ounce a piece, if you had to buy stuff, than you would an ounce of gold. Right? Because think of what are you going to do with that ounce? Here, let me cut this little piece off and give it to you. Here, this is enough to do what?
Hey, but I look at it like this, you know. It's too much bloodshed here, man, you know. There was too much innocent blood, you know.
Man, God bless this nation, man.
No, man, it was too much.
You know what? When they took prayer out of school,
yeah.
When they took prayer out of America, now you see the good thing. One good thing is like what happened with abortion.
Yeah.
You know that, right? I mean, like if somebody were to say, man, you know, God really like gave a thumbs up for that this nation. Man, all this is tangled up.
There we go. There go one caller.
Oh, I gotta.
Hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press 9. Your prepaid collect account balance is 4 cents. This balance is not enough to allow a call to be completed. Please contact IC Solutions at 1-888.
How much the cause is?
Not that much. That's because Alabama talks my ass during the week.
Do we?
Somebody loves me.
That's pretty
Damn,
cool.
I can't believe this is all tangled up like this.
What is it, man? I was just got to tell me. I said, you know, it's too much bloodshed here, you know? And Americans shed a lot of innocent blood in Japan, you know. America did a lot, man.
Well, one thing America did.
Hello, Moto. Hello, Moto.
And hopefully he calls back now.
Somebody else might be in line.
That could have been somebody else there right now too. But you know, some of these guys get a free phone call a week too. So
all of them.
Yeah, everybody gets 2 free phone calls a week in prison right now.
Damn, Rich, how many is it?
How
many people is it, man?
I don't know.
Damn. That's real shit, though, man. Shit, I can't say nothing about that, Rich. That's the heart, you know?
Well, you know, I was talking to these guys before I went ahead and you know, before we decided to go ahead and this podcast stuff, way before that, you know, I was already talking to these guys.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I knew what it was like, man.
Mm-hmm. Some real stuff, man.
You know, dropping that bar soap like that. That was crazy.
That's bad. Be quiet, dog.
You dropped that bar soap too, man.
Man, I was gang banging.
You were banging? Yeah. The whole gang was banging?
I was banging until I got out and I changed. That's crazy, man. All through prison. Yeah. I was banging, man. I had to realize how the world is. I said, man, I got to leave that alone, man, and do something different. So I gravitate towards God. You know, some people take the word inside, you know, and they start reading, doing things that, you know, that the prisoners normally do, you know.
Yeah.
Read the Bible, go to church, you know, go in the room, play the game. Everybody know they the Christians.
People take
everybody
them
know
Bibles.
they the Christians.
You know,
but we couldn't knock them though. We ain't never like down them type of people or get on them type of people. You know, it's just a different ball game in there when the other guys in there. You know,
give us a story. What happened? Whose cell did you raid and steal all their stuff?
Oh no, man, that was me. I was a
player.
Good.
Man. I was about to say.
Hello.
I was ready. I wanted to punch you in the face.
Hello,
And nobody
you have a
was calling.
prepaid call from
Thomas Allen.
an inmate at Racine Correctional Institute. All calls other than
Alabama's a
properly
soldier,
placed
people.
attorney calls may be monitored and
He
recorded.
said, I'm getting
Thank
on
you for
this
using
phone.
IT Solutions.
Why can't we get
You
more
may begin
Alabamas?
speaking Now.
Where's the rest of you people? Hey, man, did you call 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, dude. Yeah, I had to put money on the phone, man. Everything, dude, I had no money on the phone when you called. I'm like, damn, man. What's going on? Talk to us, man. Before we end up killing somebody and go there. Damn, man. All this time today trying to get this episode together. Man, you know, so I you know what? I really feel, Alabama, man, that like when content is being posted, depending on that content, it's like I don't want to be that person that thinks this, but it's like I've heard stories to say of people and their software malfunctions, like hackers or something. Like this is nobody. I don't, you know, so I don't understand though. You know, maybe all I know is that, man, stuff wasn't working. I was ready to do that intro that we just did without you. I did it about like 10 times. I was stumbling my words. I was actually supposed to have all that all done by 5:30. I had already worked it out. I ended up spending like 40 minutes or so going around these web cameras. And I killed my neighbor downstairs.
Be quiet. Don't say that crazy, man.
All right, you killed him then, huh?
I ain't killed nothing.
I don't know who did it. What's going on? What's going on, Alabama? Talk to us. Talk to you. Can't. You got. You shut your mouth.
What's up, Bama? How you doing today?
What's up, man?
Hey, can you hold on? Can you hear man all the way? Can you hear man clearly?
Yeah.
See, it's them dudes, man. It's not you, man. It's not that mic, man. That's what you know. Oh, yeah, I hear better than this mic. No, it's the phone that they're using. All right, go ahead, tell us.
Huh? Oh, me.
Yeah.
Hey, that damn. Do you remember I told you I was going to advertise your stuff for Fair Shake?
Well, it's our stuff. This is like our project, whether it's you, man, you know, our project. I mean, ultimately in the end, it's mine and man's project, but you guys help make it happen. Can't be a cake without icing.
Can't fucking do that shit.
What happened? You can't. You can't put that stuff on there.
Fair Shake. Yeah, the Sue, whoever that is that does Fair Shake, because that's beyond my scope. And I'm like, damn, aren't y'all supposed to be helping out us? That's why y'all got that shit.
See, it's a facade. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Matter of fact, Alabama, tell man what you're talking about. Tell him what you and I were talking about, Alabama. to do?
Now, well, I was going to advertise our movement for this live podcast to help out all the inmates in the United States and all the citizens out there, that wanted to be involved, and I wanted to advertise it. I wanted to put Richard Harvey's name on there and his phone number on there.
Damn, bro, why don't you give him my
Social
Security?
And they won't do it. And it's like it's like this, man. This makes me hate Wisconsin more and more every year, man, because for the last 9 years and 4 months that I've been locked up, I've been asking people for 9 years for help. And I keep getting this fucking keep getting stopped on stupid ass fucking excuses. And I haven't even seen the other one, the community. We get the damn bulletin now, but they still have a website. And I haven't seen them on the damn tablet like they're supposed to be on the damn tablet. So I don't know if they are going to advertise. Now they are nationwide. The community advertises for the whole United States too. Prison stuff.
So hold on. So you went on 2 platforms and advertised the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
I went on Fair Shake.
Okay, Fair
and
Shake.
I went on the community.
Damn, man. Maybe
You know what? Popular ones.
You know what? Listen, you need to get my email address so you can email me that woman's information. I can call her up because it's just like doing the Zoom visits, for instance, and being blocked from doing Zoom visits with you guys, and now we're just all. It's all, to me, it's a facade, man. We want to help you take our programs. We want to help you. It's like this, like the way people are representing the Department of Corrections. People, that is, representing the not Department of Corrections, the name, the policies, the people. Because just because there's a policy doesn't mean you have to invoke it. Now granted, somebody say, well, yeah, but ultimately, it's like the law. It's like choosing who to prosecute and who not to prosecute. Ultimately, in the end, things are in these people's hands. So if there's a policy, for instance, that's against, they're like, take our programs and we want to help you. But there's outside help. You can have additional help, whatever it could be. Look, when it's all said and done, it's a human farm. That's how I feel about it. A farm system.
Then they regrow the stuff you eat. Everything you used to got through eating, they regrow it in every damn prison.
All right, but when I said farm, though, I meant like cattle, like
but
animals.
They doing that though, right?
They grow their own food, yeah.
No, everything they put back in that bowl, they go back out there and grow it and let you eat it again. They've been
you talking about they might use it for compost, but that's fine then because people make stuff with compost. You can compost.
The milk, they put everything together and grow it again. Like what the?
Hey.
What?
So this is a live podcast. So this scope goes beyond the damn state of Wisconsin, man.
Yeah, it's gonna go to all the gay people in San Francisco.
This goes across the whole damn world, man.
Oh yeah, but I don't think Iranians are really gonna care. But yeah, as far as like U.S. citizens and loved ones that are incarcerated, I mean, or even people that, for instance, think it is Alabama, even people who have loved ones who are on their way to trial, right? I remember like right before I came to prison, they were like, oh, when they call you, they come to get them chains or carry them. You remember hearing something about some chains? Yeah. Crazy stuff.
When we was kids, and they were saying that, if you
I'm talking about when in Milwaukee County Jail, they're like, after you're going to prison, going up north, they're like,
they come to change. You hear the change come,
change. Oh my god,
damn, the change. You really going up there and then catch that long ass uncomfortable bus ride.
Yeah,
bus ride all the way down
Alabama.
Some shit that we never been.
Everybody hears this, and we're on 3. Like I said, we're on 3 platforms right now. We're on Twitch. Well, actually, look, live. We're live on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube. Now, for you in that Facebook, we can go live on Facebook. We can go live on Facebook through this. All right, and then you got this. You got this view versus, which looks like somebody's in somebody's basement off the phone. Going back to you, Alabama. We love you, man. We're gonna send you letters with brown lipstick on it.
Guess what, man?
What?
Hey, guess what?
What?
you know I'm a godly man, and I believe everything should be, God should be blessed for everything.
Yeah.
But here, this statement is a very powerful statement.
Okay.
People make or break other people. And that's because God gives us free will to make that choice.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to follow God in His way, which is an optimistic way, or if you want to damn be selfish and follow the devil's way and be narcissistic or pessimistic, you know, what I need is optimistic people. What I need is there's hundreds and thousands of people, like I keep telling on these live podcasts, that have been in my situation, that have been blessed by people out there in the free world. There have been inmates in here, hundreds of thousands, that have been blessed. They have been oppressed in here and need people out there. They're free, and they got blessed with people. I haven't yet, besides you, I haven't yet been blessed with that level of person that will go all the way and investigate my damn case.
All right, but listen, also give me, hey, tip your hat off the man too. Hey, tip your man off the man too, though, because like I said, the podcast is a 2-man show. Sometimes he pisses me off. I'm like, man, here's the point.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Our aim is to help you guys. Now, I get what you're saying from like as far as like a financial backing and whatnot.
Yeah, well, we have on the average over 100 people. The first one was 500, the other one was 300, and the last one was 100. So we got over 100 people each damn time, and you can't tell me out of them 900 people in the last three.
Alabama, some of those could be. Hold on, Alabama. A lot of those people could be reoccurring viewers, or they could be from previous podcasts, or they could be somebody who reoccurring of one podcast. But I mean, we average 200 viewers on Rumble. When we do Rumble live, we're averaging 200. All right.
Right.
You got anything to add to that?
Oh yes. It's all about how we stay consistent sometimes. Because many times I be late as hell out of Alabama. Because I do so much. We make it's so much out here you could do out of Alabama, not just like sit around and do nothing. Like you ready to go to prison or hell. Or to the grave. You could be do stuff constructive, like make T-shirts, create a small business, make hats, shoes. Not just that, you could sell things, laptops and Bluetooth speakers. It's so much you could do out here.
You talking about merchandise?
Wait a minute, it's so much you could do
merchandise.
out here.
Get your T-shirts and your coffee mugs here,
sell drugs or you know what I'm saying? A negative, like sell drugs and hurt somebody else or get in somebody else's way or get in the way. It's so much you could do. It's just all about how you do it. Like when I was in, right, I know that they had my mind. I mean, they had my body, but they didn't have my mind, man. So I always had something to do in there. It was just so much to do, man. Like, same thing. It's just, you got to be creative. You know what I'm saying? You got to be creative, and you just have to keep yourself busy all life, in and out. I kept reading, drawing, working out, playing basketball, running the track, doing just so much to do, going to the library. It's just so much, man, to take yourself out of there, But sometimes when you don't do anything, you get stuck in this zone. Because my first couple of years, I ain't do none of that. I stayed in my cell, man, But I stayed in my cell, and I was like, man, I ain't finna do none of that. Because I was hurt, man.
He was scared. Heck yeah, he was scared, man. He thought people were going to whoop him, punch him in his mouth.
No, I've been trained, right? It's just all in me. No, it's not about...
They're going to run a train. You hear that? He said they were going to run a train. Did you hear that?
No, man.
They were going to devastate it.
You got to stop that. Look, you play too much. Hey, look, check this out. Look. But look, I was devastated, man. I was just confused. Like, how this happened, man? I had so much going on in my life, Then they put me away for all them years. But after the third year, man, I learned how to just control my mind, man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you right
they
now.
had my mind, man. They had it good, but I controlled it by, just drawing and everything and making myself busy, man. Always going somewhere, staying out to the library, going to school, doing this, so that I'll never be trapped in mess.
Now, granted, I mean, okay, I suppose, because you were looking at 15 years, and I seen 5. Yeah. I was out there. I was playing basketball all the time. Yeah. I was out there playing basketball all the time.
I know, man.
All the time. You know, at first I didn't do that. I'll tell you right now. At first I would be in the cell. I'd lay in the bunk. Like I didn't want to go nowhere. And I remember I would take a shower like every 3 days or whatever. I didn't do nothing. I wasn't going anywhere. I would just lay in that bed. When I got my TV, I'd watch TV. But then, like, I'd go out to play basketball, but you got people in there like, man, come on, man, you gotta get out the cell, man. Man, come on, man, you gotta get in, man.
And you said something to him just one time in the lunch line, or he sit at your table. Next thing you know, he come to your door now. Hey, bro, what you doing, bro? You got this? I'm like, damn, already?
If they wanted to talk to you and hang out with you.
Yeah, just like it's like when you get in, right? You cool as hell. You know somebody from the streets, or you know somebody growing up.
Well, that's different. What?
Hey,
you're gonna call again? Hey, we want you to call again. Hey, we want you to call again. You know, Alabama, because you know what, you bring energy to the podcast. Even though you're standing there right now, you got the phone in your ear. You may not feel it, but believe me, I was yelling like Alex Jones in here just about right before we started. Hey, you tell her, all this stuff, and he's talking about you gotta be humble. You gotta cookies could crumble. You gotta be humble.
At least you admit to it. That's the real shit.
Hey,
what?
My point is that I tell these people that listen to us on a live podcast that I got proof that my damn constitutional rights were violated. My 4th, my 6th, my 14th Amendment. I'm not joking. I'm not sitting there making this bullshit up. I got documented proof where my damn public defender, which works 100% for the fucking state only, and nothing for me. So he's supposed to suppress shit because he has exculpatory evidence that proves my fucking innocence to exonerate and beat my fucking case. But the stupid motherfucker gets the goddamn shit granted to him, right? And then the next goddamn time when he's supposed to go to court on that fucking suppression hearing, he fucking neglects that bitch on purpose because he's scared of the goddamn system. So I get hung out the fucking dry. I get violated of the fucking constitutional rights right there, obvious. Nobody gives a fuck. And I get slammed in this motherfucker because I have no choice but to damn sign an Alfred plea, which is the best damn plea that you can fucking do because I maintain my fucking innocence. But yet, even though it's a guilty damn plea, it's still I maintain my fucking innocence because I was forced because I had nobody to fuck damn defend me. That's all the choice I have. I had nobody to take. And they knew they had exculpatory evidence. I have documented proof on this stupid
All
shit.
calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
And I've said this shit. This is the 4th. I think this is the 4th live podcast I've said this on every time. But yet I still have not got a response from anybody out there in the free world to help me on this. I even tell them I'm an ex-military.
Listen, check it out. This is what could happen.
I don't understand this shit, man.
Hold on. Calm down. This is what could happen. The project blows up, right? Man, you could be a household name. You could be like Kramer or something. Or you could be like...
No, my life matters. I have a goal.
Exactly.
I have a goal to be out of this motherfucker by December the 14th of this year.
Oh, well,
December the 14th of this year.
Hey, listen to that. Now listen to this. You got to lick it before you kick it. You got to get nice and wet before you stick it. No, listen. You are... What's going on with you getting back into court? I mean, the motion was already done. What is that?
But they canceled the motherfucker, and they won't tell me why the fuck they canceled it. It's been almost 4 fucking weeks, a month, since they fucking gave me that hearing to get back in court and cancel that motherfucker. An hour before, on the day I was supposed to go, an hour before, they canceled the motherfucker, and they will not tell me why the fuck they canceled it, and it's been fucking almost a month.
In the meantime, though, you've written a letter, though, right? You've written a letter?
Yeah, I've written a letter to them, asking them please tell me why y'all canceled it. Because obvious my motion was good enough for you to give me a notice of hearing, give me a damn hearing. So why did you cancel it? And they won't answer. Just like I keep telling you about the damn certification of not filing, that there was no arrest warrant or search and seizure warrant ever filed on my damn index record or my criminal court record. So if I don't have a fucking search warrant filed on my damn record, how the fuck am I in here? If there was never a fucking damn search warrant, why the fuck am I in here? Because that was a pure violation right there. But they won't fucking damn answer that. And I gave that fucking damn, I filed that damn motion in 2021, which they were supposed to answer it within 90 days. That's 3 months in 2021. And it's damn near been 3 fucking years.
You like that, don't you?
And I keep telling these people on these live podcasts, they keep fucking me over. They keep fucking my rights over. I'm a fucking ex-military fucking damn soldier, character of service, honorable. I served my fucking country for almost 7 years. I wore my damn American uniform.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I raised my hand. I raised my hand to protect the people's rights and their constitution.
Hey, if this podcast had the money, what we would do is we would make. Now you call back. I want you to call back. Get back in line. Call back, brother, because we want to keep talking about this. But I want to say this before.
But I'm so sick
hold on. I want to say this, Alabama.
To the fucking wind, man.
Well, it's fine, dude. You talk to us in the meantime. Don't worry about that. We got you. You know, when we do these podcasts, we do a short narrative of every inmate. Well, yeah, basically like every inmate, and we include you guys' inmate number, and so just it's about you got people, and it takes time for their platforms to build. In the meantime, though, this is raw. This is real. I know, but this is raw. What we're doing.
Stop looking on CCAP about the bullshit they got on me. Fucking look for open records.
That's what the viewers need to hear, right there. That was perfect. That was perfectly said. Start looking at the CCAPing and look at how can you help him. Because if you believe he's innocent, he have to be innocent. He have to be innocent if you believe in it.
He's asking you to. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, if we had the money on this platform, we could make Alabama dials and then have a pull string and he could say all that stuff in the dial. I was ex-military,
No, man.
The Alabama dial coming live in the greens. I'll tell you right now, actually, I think it'd be a funny gag joke. Anyway, at the same token, though, it would get him recognition because people would be like, this man's he's always, some people would just say whining.
You got to stop saying all them gay jokes. What you been doing? You got to stop that.
I don't know, man. I don't have the greatest humor, but,
It's all right. It's all right. But look, this is what I'm saying, though. Look,
what?
I'm saying this. I'm saying when I was in, man, it was just, look, young kids and young men, try not to make yourself make bad decisions, man, to end up in prison, man. Because there's no place you want to be.
I'll tell you right now, you end up in a county jail. You don't want these people to get control of your life, because when they get control of your life, they are going to have control of your life.
Yeah, man.
They give you all kinds of silly, goofy programs. They have an aftercare program for people in AODA.
Yeah,
but
man.
I had to do
CTRT, criminal thinking and rational thinking. I had to do AODA. I had to do all these programs, man, just to get what I, went, man. And that's minimal, work release. And, be honest, man, work release was something different, man. Like, I never experienced no work release like this. Like, I've been in so many.
But you had to have saved $100,000 when you walked out.
I could have, but,
What do you mean?
I couldn't save that.
Why not?
I couldn't.
How long were you in work release for?
I was up there for like 3 years. It was my last 3 years.
There was a time when they said that people could. But listen,
they ain't want me to stay there for no. They ain't want me to stay there for 5 years because I would have ran it up. Because I was at the golf course. I was at
What are you talking
about? I was at the golf course. Like, I know tees, divots, fairways. I know how to cut the grass and everything and take care of the.
But what do you mean by ran it up?
Like, explain I could have ran it up. Like, what I mean by running it up is running the money up. That mean that because
you would have made a bunch of money.
I would have.
So what? They're taking money from you in the meantime. You're paying like $600 a month.
Yeah, it was $600 for rent. But check this out. The good thing is this though. You could be inside, in the regular rooms, right?
Yeah.
But you can work your way up into a house. A house got all their centuries. Like
I heard about it.
They have like honestly, man, they have barbecue grills, different type of barbecue grill. They have all the best though, pizza makers, like all the all the utilities you need to take care of.
Are there lifers in there?
Yeah, lifers in there, man. Like a lot of them. And when they go on the boat, they got 2 jobs. I had 2 jobs. I was, working at I was working.
I don't know, man. It sounds too good to where I'll be brainwashed and all this stuff.
It's just like this. It's like I did it. I ended up doing, all that time. But when I got to like the 12th year, they sent me there. So it was like, it's time to run it up, because I had to do what I need to do. But
so how much did you walk out with then? 70,000?
No, man.
What do you mean? You work 40 hours a week? What do you mean you can't tell? Shut up, dude.
40 hours. No.
40 hours at how much an hour? 20 bucks an hour?
No, it's like.
How much was an hour? 15 bucks an hour?
10, 9.
How much did you say? How much you get when you walked out? 40,000?
No, I got like, I don't know, man, like
dude,
25 or something.
You should have had way 25. More than that. Shame on you. Get off this podcast. You go home.
I ain't work off that much. No, 25.
40 hours a week.
I wasn't no 40 hours a week. They was playing us, man.
Actually, well, okay, I get it. I get it.
First it was $8. It was $8.50.
All right, I know. Like I'm thinking, even if it was $10 an hour times 40 times, let's say 1,600.
No, we ain't working no 40,
you could have made. Hold on, I know. So I'm just saying. Let's just say. Now I see it. You were barely spending little to none of your money.
No, you can't spend nothing but $100 a month. That's all you can spend.
Yeah, that was it. So
the thing is
buying canteen or something.
You go to the grocery store. That's the difference.
An actual store. You went to a real store. You went to Pick and Save and all that stuff.
No, we went to the ones like in their area.
Okay, what was there? Aldi's.
They got like.
Was there a correctional officer there?
Save a lot.
Was there a congressional?
Yeah, he take us there every morning. We got to get up at 4 o'clock.
And you're walking around like, man, what are these things in their hands? They got to
No, we was walking around like, it was like because we go every month. We go every month, and we got to be ready early in the morning. Everybody.
Man, I'm done. I'm tired of hearing that stuff, man.
But wait a minute, this the thing. This
one
I'm
stole
getting
them
at.
shoes from somebody. What are you wearing white boots for? Get your white boots.
You see it, man. Them Timbs, man. All white Timbs, man.
All white Timbs.
Look.
Hers and him.
Get that Tim whole fit. Look.
Yeah, man. Knock off Timbs, man. Wait a minute, man. Knock off Tim boots, man.
Wait a minute, man. This is the truth. Hey, look, check this out, though.
I'm wrap it up quick, though, man.
But I'm saying this, though. The young mans, they're making bad decisions. You don't want to end up in there because you got to go to the trial and tribulation just to get up there. It took me 12 years, man, to get up there.
The only reason why a man survived because of how black he is. If he wasn't that black, man, look at him.
I survived.
When he talks, man, when he talks people, and he's like, I was in it for 15 years.
But I stay humble.
Every year he got darker and darker.
No, man, look. Wait a minute. I was humble, man. I stayed, patient. I stayed, with an understanding, man, that one day I'm gonna get out of here.
Well, did you learn? Well, obviously you didn't understand that you should be bringing real donuts to a real podcast.
Man, I got real donuts. I got one in there for you right now.
What is it? A Bavarian cream?
Strawberry in the middle.
Strawberry. Oh, you sweet. Look at you, too sweet. Sweet as bear meat.
There you go.
Sweet as
there go the gay.
No, it's not gay. That's not a gay joke. That's sweet as bear meat. Nah, people. To it. Is that? Then I didn't know that.
Because it ain't sweet. That's the thing.
Nah, I didn't know that though.
Nah, you like.
I didn't know that, people. He just taught me something new. He's teaching me something. He's actually telling me something incognito. Hey, I didn't know that though.
What you want, man?
Got me a jelly donut. There, if I want a jelly donut, man, come on, man.
I can't only like the chocolate donut. It just don't taste right. I like the.
I said it's not like they're mayonnaise donuts.
I know some people looking like, man, you gotta make,
He said, man, listen,
wait a minute, they like, he gotta make American great again head on and everything.
And so he can't even get a real damn donut. How you gonna make America great again? You get strawberry filled donuts.
I got it on because that's my favorite president. I believe he's the best president was in office. That's my opinion, man.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now,
he helped a lot of people more than anyone.
My opinion,
he would have stopped what's going on right now because he that experiencing with taking care of economy and how to
Oh, that's something. That's just eBay.
How he take care of the country like with the imports and outports and everything. He was putting what's them called turfs on them, man. That means that he was paying interest on they stuff coming to here, and the stuff that we sent to them, we put another interest on it. the thing was, he knew how he was a money man. It was a reason that he was a billionaire at the age of 18, man.
No, I don't think he wasn't a billionaire.
I mean, a millionaire. His dad gave him $1 million when he was 18 years old. He was 18 years old in college. His dad gave him $1 million. And he, you know, started making all them hotels, man, all around the world, though, not just in America, but around the world. And he stayed in college. I think he got kicked out of college, too. He had a character out different, though. But they trying to do him. All the people that's for us, they treating them right now. You know, they doing them bad.
Yeah, they're trying to put him in prison. Or not, they're going to put him in prison all the time. But you know what?
He ain't going to no prison. He's a boss, man. He been a boss.
They're trying to, you know, people said this by the powers that be, right? Having him arrested, having him arraigned in front of a judge on these charges, that it only has increased his approval, whatever, his ratings. Like more people like him now. More people like him now. And you know what?
Because people waking up to news propaganda, man. And you know that's the main thing is news, man.
I think you got these
just
BLMs.
Right, man.
I think people that were Black Lives Matter, even some of the Antifa people, they're like, you know what? I'm going to vote for Trump. Or I like him. Regardless.
Because he was conservative. He wasn't no politician, man. He wasn't no Democrat or Republican, man. He was conservative. That means...
You know the guy doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke.
He don't do none of that, man.
And he don't even have tattoos.
Come on, man. He did the right thing. And he believe in God.
You know? Oh, my goodness. And he's a Christian. He loves he knows the Lord.
Yeah. He is a Christian.
Man, and he brought...
You know, I ain't a Christian.
All right, yeah, I know you're not a Christian, man. You're going to go to hell. But before you go to hell, you'll be on this podcast.
Nah, man. Ain't no such thing as Christian. But
so...
Look, it is. But look. But the thing was, man, he was a genius, man. He was a genius with money, man. And he was fairly. The thing was, the news portrayed him to be a bad person, man. You know, his character, man. Exploiting that because they getting paid for that, man. You know? And it's like, I don't believe he a bad person, you know. He put his kids on a different pedestal. All of them just like him. Like, they smart, intelligent, educated, you know, dress good. They in the spotlight doing the right thing, so it's just news propaganda. The women want what they wanted. Now they want to exploit him because he won't continue on, you know, getting extorted. That's the main thing what's going on in the world, man. Nobody ain't finna take nothing because I don't think that. I think that if a person under influence with drugs or some or cocaine, you know, that's the only time a person do that. But other than that, man, I don't think a person just literally just, you got all this money, got so much to lose, just take it. I don't know, man. I know some powerful men, you know, feel that way, but that's under influence. But a straight, clear mind, conscious, no. Just don't do nothing like that. Under influence is wrong too, though, because you should know better. No, either way, you know, wrong is wrong, right is right, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, we should vote for him and Kanye, man, run together.
Nah, Candace Owens. She actually asked him on her podcast. Candace Owens, yeah, man, that you know what I'm talking about? You know who that is? Yeah, oh my goodness,
who's smart, man.
Yes.
She telling the truth, don't she, man?
She, you know, I'm to say like she's smart. Like I mean, she's look, yeah, she's like she's a truthful woman, and she's a truthful woman. You know, I'm trying to get this Twitch stuff together because before we did the setup for the live, dude, I like her. I like Candace Owens though. I mean, granted, I could be kind of biased. I like her because she's beautiful.
I be listening to some, you know, her statements and her segments, but I don't be really like into her like that.
Yeah, because your girlfriend listening.
No, it's just, you know, I be busy, man.
Dude,
I'm trying to get us out of this one some type of way. Type of way, man. Some way gotta happen. Some gotta give, man. You know? By doing the right thing though, man. You know, staying humble, staying peaceful, and staying with a straight conscience, man, so I could maneuver and find something that's, you know, could bring generational wealth, man. You know?
No, that's when that's houses, owning property.
Yeah. And it's like, it's that time though, man. It's that time, man. It's the shift, man. You know, But what I was saying, earlier about the damn news, man. The news is news propaganda. It's like they portray a person to be really like us. They portray us to be like animals all through the news for people to be afraid. Like what? Like no, people don't just do that, man. You might catch an incident like that, And it's like, I don't know, man. Why is so? Because they running the news. You know who running the news media, man? The Jewish people. They running it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, man. Who you think running it? Who over the news?
Luciferians.
That's deep. That's mind-boggling. Lucifer and his peoples.
Yup.
Dang. It's Lucifer. That's deep, man. That's the first. What you think? What's your opinion about About
what?
When Donald Trump approached the president of North Korea.
Oh, that was
world.
That was great,
man.
but look who came in afterwards.
It ain't Donald Trump. They was playing on something different. I got a feeling, man, he gonna come in right on time, man. He gonna come in right on time and become president through all them controversies because it was meant. It's like it don't be meant, man. So many people don't vote for him because they know it's the news propaganda. A lot of people don't wake up. There don't be so much controversy out there, man. So much content out there that people don't pay attention to the views out there, man. And the people putting the content out there, and the viewers don't catch on, and they don't realize, man. We should have had him in there, man.
Man, it's so crazy, dude. I don't even know if this is episode 23. Damn, man. I can't. That just. I hear what you're talking about, Kim Jong-un. You got. Now you got this. We have. Yeah, okay, that's right. All right, we have. Presidency that's in office now, and he's not seeking to make those ties with North Korea. That's a problem. America, okay, if America is to alienate itself from the rest of the world, then we should be focusing on building, on creating factories again in America. We should be focusing on. People will say, "Well, why? Because it's smog and the EPA."
I got a feeling they don't get invaded, man. I don't know why I feel it.
America.
I think they don't get invaded. Then we don't try to fight back, and we don't have no choice. Then they don't just leave. And after that, America gonna be doomed. They don't know what their next placement is, man. And everyone don't start going to different states because there ain't nothing here no more. It don't be just. They don't come so deep, man, that we don't got no chance surrounding the whole fucking country. Have no chance.
Damn.
Everybody don't be looking like, man, we should have prepared like Noah's Ark. Like everyone else, building like you was stating earlier, different countries just building builders and everything so they could be anarchy builders.
Anarchy?
No.
What?
That's what they call?
Anarchy is when they destroy stuff.
No, man, I'm talking about high buildings.
Skyscrapers.
He got the other word.
That's what you're looking for, right?
Skyscrapers. Okay, we don't go skyscraper. There we go. Another caller. Let's go. Yeah, man, we got to prepare ourselves, man.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from all calls
We don't
other
care
than
who it
properly
is, just-
placed attorney calls may be monitored
be
and
Alabama.
recorded.
I'm
Thank
back.
you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Burks time.
Well,
Boom, got through.
oh, dude, what's going on, Tommy boy? What?
I have been trying to locate this dude you're talking about, but I don't know who it is.
Is
he the dude with is he skinny with really long hair?
No, he's chunky. ish. He's kind of chunky, but he's not fat. He's on the
Kinda
upper
chunky.
tier on your side,
Yup.
upstairs, in a
So
single
the
cell.
only ones are
He's a
there's
white guy.
Mexican, there's a white dude with like really long hair down to his ass. Then there's Sweeney, who's bald. Dave is bald.
Sweeney, hold on. Sweeney.
Sweeney. Okay.
Was he an
said
older
he had
guy?
hair though.
Hold on. Well,
Yeah, he's older. Yep, he's older.
when you say bald, are you saying shave your head bald, or are you talking about like you
Yeah,
just?
he shaves his head bald. Yeah.
Ah, dude, I can't think. Sweeney. What else is the other guy's name?
I don't know the Mexican's name.
No, it's a white guy. So
Sean Wolf.
dude, I think it's Sweeney. Do
Okay.
you know anything about Sweeney? Like in terms of his I want to be so funny right now. So stop. You know anything about
Sweeney? Yeah.
You know anything?
Sweeney Todd. Yeah.
No, I was gonna be funnier. So just listen.
Oh.
Sweeney. He's like, no, don't do it. No, listen. Sweeney, do you
Has anybody approached him? Because I'll approach him and say, hey, do you know about the podcast? And
No. I'm trying to think.
nobody's approached him.
No.
Okay.
I think it's him. But he had hair on his head then, and he
Okay,
wasn't
he may have.
balding. I guess he may have decided just to shave his head bald and join a prison gang. No,
I'll
okay.
check his picture out and see if his picture has hair. Do you know what he did? What his case was about?
Attempted murder. Somebody said he stabbed them or whatever, and he's like
Okay.
he couldn't or something.
That
But
helps.
it's something like that, but it has to do with a stabbing. He went to trial and he was
I'll
found
just-
guilty. He
I'll
was
just
found
go up
guilty.
to him and say, like, dude, are you a murderer or what?
No, say, hey, are you a faggot?
How you doing today, Tom? How you doing, man?
Yeah. How's it going, man?
I'm all right, man.
So, damn, is it man?
Yep.
Man, it is.
Okay, got it.
How you doing today, man? Nice beard, too, man. You still have your beard?
Oh, you seen it, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
man.
got your
Nice
photo.
beard, man.
Hell yeah. You know, I grew that beard down to the middle, like, I don't know, probably to the bottom of my chest, just above my navel. It took 6 years. But that there was about a year and a half.
Okay. Yeah, man. Nice
yeah.
hearing from you, man. Appreciate you
I
calling,
shaved the
man.
mustache because it kept itching, and then it would get so long, I would chew on it while I ate. And so I thought, screw it. Took it off a couple times, and then they snapped a picture of it because I looked so different. She's like, what? Look at your picture. You need another picture. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay. All
Yeah.
day, man. All day.
Yeah.
How your day been, man, so far, man?
So if I escape, you won't recognize me? She's
Yeah.
like, oh, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that. I said, well, it's already said. Yeah, new picture. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm very photogenic. You see that?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Calm down, guys. Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that funny?
Yeah, Sweeney. It should be.
So how is everybody?
We all right, man. We all right, man. We all
All right.
right.
So what are we talking about tonight?
Dude, let's talk about Trump and arraignment. The arraignment with Trump right now. What's your opinions on that?
Oh, that's a joke. That ain't going to go anywhere. It really ain't. 32 counts of stuff that he can't even prove. Listen to this, man. Cohen's not a credible witness. He has to get Cohen to testify. He's not a credible witness. It ain't going to happen because if Cohen testifies, that other dude's going to testify against Cohen and say he's just a piece of shit and he's untrustworthy. Not only that, they have to get intent that Trump intended to pay her off. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that when Trump's not even the one that set the whole deal up? It was Cohen who set it up. It was Cohen who set it up. And if Cohen testifies to Trump ordering him to do it, well, this other guy's going to jump on and be like, nah, dude's a loser. It ain't going to go nowhere. This is just political, purely hate. It's just pure hate. Pure hate. And this Bragg, he's just a puppet. He's just trying to appease Biden administration and all the, you know how they weaponized, the FBI and the CIA.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, what a joke! Is that our justice system? Is that what we do? Is that what rich and powerful multi-million-dollar politicians do, that's really sad, man. It's a sad state of America when we got these types of people running our country. It's unbelievable.
Man, tell me about it, man.
It's just pathetic.
It's like we're living like in like a KGB era America.
Right.
You have these agencies that are being used as it's like Nazi Germany when they had their SS and you have the KGB. It's like and it's just, you know, I thought to myself, I read something where he was supposed to be fingerprinted. I don't think Donald Trump was fingerprinted. But could you imagine if he had to be fingerprinted? The officer having to give the fingerprints, like.
Well, you know why they fingerprint people, right?
No, well I do, but why would they finger? Well, but why would they? He's such a well.
In case you run, they got your fingerprints. That's mainly why it started. Fingerprinting started because it was the most reliable source of identification for a person if they ran. Now you got DNA, man. So
yeah, well,
they probably swabbed him. I don't know.
Because it was him, though. Like, I don't think he was fingerprinted, but it's just like,
no.
If he were to, hopefully, like, no one put handcuffs on him, neither. Because could you imagine if you're that officer and you did that and it got out? Like, you have people that'd be like, he's becoming to be like a George Washington almost, man. When he's out here, the things he's saying, when you look at the state of America today and what he was able to achieve in his presidency and what has occurred in this presidency now, and had he been in office today, what could have been prevented and achieved, he's like, dude, he's one of the top U.S. presidents of all time, dude. You got George Washington, you got, you know,
he did what he campaigned on. He followed through with everything.
Everything, man. Every single thing, man. That's crazy, dog. He said it. He said everything he said everything he said in the speeches, man. He did it, man. He said he gonna build the wall. He said everything. I'm gonna build the wall. He built it, man.
And no empty promises neither.
No empty promises. He was real, man. He was the best, man. Everyone else, man.
You know, honestly, I don't care that he's an asshole or his character and his personalities are really flawed. Obviously, everybody knows that. But he got the job done.
That's the
kind of person we need up there to get the job done. All these other ones, Obama, Biden, just
all of them, man. All of them. Every one of them.
Pretty much.
Every one, man.
For like Reagan was decent.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Reagan.
Reagan.
He's one of the best. I'm gonna be honest. He was pretty cool.
Do you know where Trump got "Make America Great Again"?
From Reagan.
Yeah. Reagan said it all the time. Yeah.
I did like Bill Clinton. I was a kid. You know, I was in high school and in middle school. I liked Bill Clinton. I did like Bill Clinton. Matter of fact, if I'm correct, Clinton brought the deficit to only it's like $2 billion. It was maybe and they could have wiped out the deficit, but they didn't. And correct me if whoever's listening, they can correct me if I'm wrong. That's fine. I'm fine if I'm wrong about that. But I do know this, that he had a balanced budget in his presidency. I like Bill Clinton. I did. All this stuff that's happened afterwards. That it's different.
Didn't he get our deficit in the surplus?
You mean, in other words, under? You're talking about what does surplus mean?
Above. In the black.
Yeah,
not in the red, in the black. Yeah, I would like to think. Yeah,
I want to say
jobs. Definitely.
Not like Donald Trump though. I don't think nobody did it like him, bro.
Donald Trump
jobs, gay small business. I'm talking about, bro, gay everybody, man.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
They look at this. Is what they look at. They look at the news instead of looking at the newspaper. Read the newspaper sometime. Pick up a newspaper. That's direct sources. You see what I'm saying? Pick them up, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That was number one before news came, man. It was newspapers. See, the news will trick you. But go to the newspapers, man, and start reading about them, man.
The newspapers and ABC, NBC, CBS, they're all owned by liberals.
Dude,
Yeah,
you want to
man.
talk?
There you go.
That's the benefit they have all the time with elections.
Hey, you want
They
to
have the money and they have the TV, all the media.
All right.
They own them all.
When you say
Yep.
when you say ABC, when he gave
Yeah.
his speech at Mar-a-Lago after the arraignment, what ABC did was they blocked out on the podium. On the podium, there was a text Trump, and it was some numbers, so you could text them on your phone and then donate.
Really?
But yeah, they ended up blocking that out. So, you know, Manwich, you know, this podcast, we did a video about that
Damn.
where we show that. And then but see now Fox News is conservative. So Fox News, they mentioned that in one of the coverages. And they showed how when Joe Biden was running that nobody did that though. You know, but here it was happening with Donald Trump now.
Don't forget Newsmax. Newsmax is hardcore right. Yeah. The National Desk is a Fox-owned news organization. We're starting to get some news organizations out there. Newsmax is the top. Full Measure with Cheryl Atkinson. Dude, the government tried to censor this broad. They had her laptop tapped. They had her phone tapped, her house tapped. They wanted to get this broad off TV because she's uncovering stuff about the government doesn't want people to know. That's Full Measure with Cheryl Atkinson. That's my number one anchor girl. I love her. But Newsmax, if you guys ever listen to Newsmax,
is that the
hardcore
radio?
Right.
Is that the radio? Or
No, it's on TV. TV.
What channel?
And then Fox. I don't know if it'd be the same channel as you got.
Well, I asked because I can always just look up.
They have
Newsmax.
two of them.
I can always.
They have regular Newsmax, and then they have Newsmax 2.
Well,
So all you got to do is Google it, and you'll find out the channel on it. But yeah, they're pretty hardcore, right? And they show a lot of updated, like current. They uncover stuff, and then they make little documentaries about it, and then they put it on the airwaves immediately, and they play it over and over so people know. Yeah, it's a trip. Do you know that there was this op-ed? I can't remember who they said wrote the op-ed, but there are certain law firms in New York that won't it top dog law firms won't touch Trump. Won't touch him. Because if they do,
the
you got
people won't
big,
want nothing to
powerful
do with
politicians, that'll make things rough for them. So lawyers can't even do their job without being threatened by the government.
Check this out, man. He works for a wireless phone company, right? And
cool.
I was actually thinking about this with you, man. If you were to get rid of phones with that "Make America Great Again" hat, do you think that you'd be getting rid of as many phones as you get rid of? You think you'd get rid of your eight phones a quota a day?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd get a phone off, man.
Damn.
Because the news got people mind manipulated, man. They got them trans and kernel mind, and they don't understand the big picture.
Are we at 6G yet? I was hearing something about 6G. I know we're at 5G. I know China had 5G a year before we had it.
They haven't even got it off the ground yet fully with 5G. I have a 4G phone.
Oh wow! You have an LTE?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's 5G phones out there, but right now people are getting. Right now, 4G is still outdoing in terms of performance the 5G because it's not everywhere yet.
I heard some American company came out with 6G now, beat China to it.
Well, what does 6G do? Like, what is it? Like, I don't even know what 5G do. I don't know what any of these Gs do, man.
It's just it does twice what 5G will do.
It's all about the connection, like the airwaves,
fast connections, the whole work.
It's like
all it is.
You got the Wi-Fi, and
fast,
bad receptions know how it's bad receptions when the weather come. You see when the weather be going outrageous.
Yeah,
it won't mess up your reception because radiation.
Is that man talking?
Yeah,
he's. I trying to use him. He uses his big boy voice.
He can hear me.
You're really low.
This mic, man.
No, it's not. Mic. It's because you were talking low.
You
right
can hear me now.
Oh yeah. Yep. Gotcha.
Okay.
He's got talking to the mic more often,
That,
but
that was even a little low, but I heard you say it.
I think it's the
I could, it was distinct.
Yeah, it's like the wave. You know, it's all about the internet wave. You know, the Wi-Fi and all that. So you keep the.
Can they run that stuff off the same towers?
Yeah, they. I think they doing it already.
Okay.
I think they doing it. The thing is,
cool.
It's getting higher and higher, and the more that you put your face into the phone, it's like it's bringing more. It bringing up your I can't really like explain it. You know, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't explain it. But it's taking a lot of. It make you lazy. It take a lot of your energy away. You know?
Whoa! You talking about 4G or 5G?
5G is
makes a person
5G.
tired.
It's making the world tired right now. You know, people ain't really working like they used to working. You know, because they got all these equipments over their head, looking at their phone. I'm seeing how everything just self-destructing. You know, and I be looking at people like, damn, you was doing this at first, now you all slouchy and you feeling tiresome. So I'm like. Yeah, it's got to be the phone. The radiation is here, man, and it's getting higher and higher.
Well, I'll definitely vouch for a man when it comes to the connectivity of the phones because that's something that he specializes in how he's earning a living. He's his own boss. He's got people underneath of him. Or you still got people underneath you?
Yeah,
that sell phones and yeah, he ended up getting my kid a phone and. My stepdad a phone too. So yeah, if you were out here right now, man could get you a phone. And a nice one too. Matter of fact, a good phone.
Well, who knows? I might win my case. You never know.
Hey, let's talk about that. What's going on right now with you in the appeals court?
I put in my reply brief. Well, apparently the court's letting the state do. Now here's how it normally goes. You're in the Fed court. I throw in my petition, my 2254, full briefing petition, the whole thing. And then the state usually gets a answer and a brief for a response. And then I get to reply. Well, it was the petition, me, answer and brief, them, my reply, and now they did another answer and brief to my petition. So I went ahead and did a second reply to their second answer and brief. They weren't supposed to get a second answer and brief. It's just, it just makes me have very little faith in the court system. But I mean, man, I wish you guys could read it. I mean, it's banging. It's like the
calls other than
I put it in a way
calls may be monitored and
where
recorded.
The judge is gonna have a hard time getting around what I'm saying. I mean, all over my brief, all over my reply is innocence, 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 and I prove it through black and white, trial, reports, statements, Kim's own words of admitting the truth, and just all of it. I'm just so anxious on how the judge is going to get around my truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's going to have to be corrupt. If he's going to deny me, it's going to be just shady as hell. We'll see. We'll see. I just sent it in. 1 minute remaining. I just sent it in, though, so we'll see.
Well, in the meantime, what I've sent you, when that gets there, you're going to have to type that up right away and send that out.
Okay. When did you send it?
I sent it 2 weeks ago.
Damn. Wow. All right.
Hey, and if you want, you can call back again, man. If you want to call back again tonight, we'll plug you in twice on the podcast. Let your family
I'll try.
Let your family know. Let your family know about the podcast and you being showcased on it this week. And tell them, man, subscribe. You know, the more subscribers we get, the bigger and the more likes we get.
Rumble,
YouTube, and Twitch.
YouTube, Spotify, and Stitch.
Twitch. Yep.
Twitch.
Tell them
Rumble, Spotify, YouTube.
Tell them to like.
And Rumble.
Yep. Because if they like it, if they like the video, tell them to click like. Because if they do, it increases the algorithm. More people will be able to hear the podcast then.
That was nice.
Well, we're trying, man. Again, that's time. And
when What, he got 3 years left, right?
Nah, he's got like 7 years left. He's already been in prison like 13 years.
Oh, he got 20. Yeah, that's the one I have 20. All of them in line right now. They have to be on the same pod, ain't they?
They're all on the same pod right now, except for Pulver. And then my nephew, he's supposed to be calling actually today.
Who?
Marco Castillo.
Who is that?
He's from my sister Michelle.
What's Michelle? On your daddy's?
Thomas Allen.
An inmate at Racine Correctional Institution. Your account. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
What up, man?
What's up? Hey, is Danny in the line? Is Danny in line or what? Like,
Yeah, he just put his damn name down.
All right, let him know, man. The podcast is rolling with the homies. No.
Who was that, Alabama again? What
Yep.
you do, Alabama?
What's going on, man?
Okay, continue on explaining yourself to the viewers, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. What else did they violate me with? The viewers need to know when the damn detective came on that Saturday morning. I had been up since Thursday in the afternoon. I woke up at 4 o'clock, went to my job at 6 or 6:30, worked all damn night till 6 or 6:30 in the morning. Couldn't go to sleep because I had to go to my last parenting class, which I completed and got a certificate for it. I also went to my parenting counselor that day, and she could not find anything wrong. That was the last damn day. She told me.
I got some. Pass me the milk.
I
hear you, Alabama. I hear you. The little drink I had.
What?
Yeah, go ahead, Alabama. We listening.
But my parenting counselor, she couldn't find anything abnormal with me, so she let me go. So I completed 2 things to prove my damn, that I'm a normal person. So, but I couldn't get my certificate because they locked me up by then. So I celebrated that night. So not only had I been up for 40 hours straight, but I celebrated the last 12 hours before being questioned by this detective. And I was not 100% in my right state of mind. And you could see on my 3 CDs, every time he shut up talking, my head would fall back against the wall, my eyes would close automatically, or my head would drop down into my chest. My chin would drop down to my chest with my eyes closed. So I wasn't, like I said, I had been without sleep for 40 hours straight and had been drinking the last 12 hours of that, which in my sentencing transcripts, he said that it is clear that he was drinking in excess. So they, obviously, my public defender, seen on the police report how many beers I had in one of the drawers. You know them big ass dresser drawers that women usually have, in a master bedroom where a man and a wife is. Mm-hmm. The man usually has the stand up dresser, and the woman usually has that big long ass fancy dresser with the damn mirror in the middle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and you know how the bottom drawers are really big? Well, I had one bottom drawer filled up with 16-ounce empty beer cans, and I was working on the other drawer. And I had a welder's backsack that was filled up with unopened 16-ounce beers, and I had a mini refrigerator that was about as tall. Well, I'm 5'10", so that mini refrigerator came up to my hip.
No, you're not. You're 6'2". Hey, can you hear me?
So, yeah.
All right.
So the mini refrigerator, every time I pull out a beer out of there, I'd restock it with the beer, the warm beers that were in my welder's pack. So I had, it was clear that I had been drinking all night long, and I had been drinking a lot. But yet the damn detective didn't give a shit. He'd rather take advantage of me and go straight into damn questioning without giving me 24 hours to sober up or even ask me any damn thing.
So you
on top of that,
you implement yourself then.
I thought you were gonna say impotent.
On top of that, I lived in a building. My residence was in a building. I was on the second floor. I was in a single room where there was a lot of damn single rooms in there. We all shared the bathroom, the kitchen, and the shower. So we had our own single room.
Hold on, you were living in a housing unit?
No, I was living in a regular building.
No, I know, but you got those. I know they're like, you rented a room.
Yeah, I rented a room. So
man.
I was on the second floor. My window had no ladder, had no damn steps to go out it. So I couldn't escape out my damn window. All I could go is out the door.
How did how did they know that you were living in one of those units like that? Like, how did they find that out?
Well, I was only 0.4 miles away, which is less than half a mile away from the police station, which is only
that's not what I'm saying. What I like, how did they find out your address?
I guess they had been looking at me or something for a while. I don't know why.
Oh wow!
I used to live at this old man's house that I used to work with down in his basement, and then I moved to that damn place. So I got there. Now I had several officers come into my damn room, and one big ass one stood right in front of the damn doorway, so it blocked me from getting the fuck out of there. So, and I had one right up against my damn leg. He asked me if I had an expert badge, a military expert badge sitting on top of my mini refrigerator. That's the best badge you can get in the military for shooting a rifle. Yeah. I had that. And this motherfucker, I said, yeah, that's mine. And he crammed his leg right up against my damn leg after I said that. And then I had the detective on the other side of me. Now, the damn detective was holding a piece of paper, a white piece of paper. It looked like a typing piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, but it was folded in half long ways. It was totally blank on the outside. I didn't even see anything on the inside of it. And I was taking them at their word that it was a search warrant, but it was just a single piece of paper. And they could be bullshitting me all they wanted. You know, I didn't know. I just took them at their word. I didn't want to rile them up, you know. I'm not used at all to being confronted with cops. You know what I mean? I'm not a serial damn criminal. I'm not a habitual criminal. I'm not a career criminal. You know, this is my first time in fucking prison. So I'm surrounded by these motherfuckers, cooperating with them, because that's what my Bible tells me to do. You know, obey your authorities.
Or your thirst.
So I'm just letting them.
Or obey your thirst if you're a Sprite drinker. Go continue. Go ahead.
No, I was just taught from when I was a kid to obey my authorities, so I'm obeying them. I'm not bucking up against them. And then after they are through with my damn room, then they fucking escort me down, knowing I'm only an 8-minute walk or less to their damn police station. Like I said, I was 0.4 miles away, which is less than half a mile. So they escort me down. They surround me and escort me down to the damn vehicle. Which, if you look at case law, that alone is putting you automatically in custody.
Properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
I mean, that puts you automatically in custody. It doesn't matter that they took advantage of me and I self-volunteered myself to being questioned by them because I didn't want to buck up against them. I had nothing to hide, you know? So, and there's so much more. I mean, like the case law says, if there's several officers and if their tone of voice is in a way that you would listen to them, and if they transport you from one place to their place, from your place to their place, that all is under the damn thing that you're automatically in custody of them. It doesn't matter if you self-volunteer yourself. And the only reason why I self-volunteered myself because I wasn't in my fucking right mind. You know?
Did you go to trial, Alabama?
What?
Did you go to trial?
No, I didn't go to trial.
Oh, we can't.
I was forced into a damn Alfred plea because there was nobody was gonna. The stupid shit that my public defender was telling me. I mean, oh my God.
No, because you know, I really believe in my heart I was innocent, so I went to trial, but I lost, you know, and I want for to plead guilty for something I didn't do, you know, just to be honest with you, man, you know, if we didn't do it, see, we don't have no business complaining about something we plead out. We plead guilty already. We can't explain it. We got to move forward now. I went to trial and I really didn't do it, you know, and I ain't plead. They gave me a 3-year, you know, opportunity, 3 years, you know, plea. And I went for to do it, you know. I got found guilty for 76 years in, man. The DA asked for 30. When I got found guilty, the DA asked for 30 years in and 35 years out.
That's crazy, man.
And I got found guilty. I looked back at my family like, damn. The jurors found me. They found me guilty. They found me guilty. I picked the jurors out. You know.
Was it an all black jury?
Nope, it was mixed. No, it was mixed, man. You know.
You know what's crazy? You know what's really crazy? My public defender is an ex-military soldier. Where we got a saying, never leave a fallen soldier behind, ever. This motherfucker left me behind. That means ever. Ever means in any battlefield in life. Yeah. And this motherfucker knew there was 100% no physical evidence ever found on supposed victim's body, inside or out. There was no DNA ever found of mine on supposed victim or supposed victim on me or any material whatsoever of supposed victim or my material that we occupied or had at any damn time.
But think about what I said, though. You explaining something, right? Now, think about what I said. When you really believe that you didn't do it in your heart, regardless of what they said or done, if you didn't do it, guess what? We would have went to trial, man. I ain't do it. I don't care who ain't behind me. I'm going, because that's what I believe in.
When you have the best, there's only two best at that damn time. One was Denise Hertzmcgrath, which is a judge now. They call her Denise the Beast. When she throws me underneath the bus for no fucking reason, and then the lady that works with her, just a few doors down on the same floor as her, Jody Myers, both of them were number one. They're tied up as number one. Denise was an older lady, and Jody Myers was the young one. But they were both the number one best attorneys there at the damn time. And they had Jody Myers as the supposed victim's attorney. And
you get what I'm saying, though? I understand where you come from. Yeah, I know you going for, the DA and all that, and they was pretty good for banking people. They was number ones and everything. Yeah, I comprehend that very well. But we got to go back to ourselves now. It's all about me at this time. When I'm getting sentenced, if I believe it, I'm like, man, I ain't do it. They don't got this on me, man. I'm going, man. Only way I found guilty. But look, only way I found guilty if I'm guilty. If I plead guilty, man, I'm guilty. Think about it, man. I can't explain that.
That's what we were going to do.
But I can't fight anything. I can't fight nothing, man. You know, I've been hearing it for weeks. Every time you call. But I'm real Alabama. That's the only thing I know I'm solid. You know? So it's like this. Sometimes if we plead guilty, ain't no fighting that. Ain't no going back trying to get a trial. I plead guilty. The reason that you ain't getting there in the courts, Alabama, because you plead guilty, bro.
No, he took an Alfred plea. Though.
No, but look, huh?
Michael,
Alfred plea. Listen, an Alfred plea is like an Alfred plea is not pleading guilty.
But it's like plead the fifth.
No, well, it is.
It's saying you did it and you didn't do it.
Well,
that's the Alpha plea. It's pleading the fifth.
That's why there shouldn't be it.
Look, if I'd have went to trial, they would have fucked me, man.
They did.
I went to me worse than what they fucked me by signing the Alfred plea.
What did you have?
Fucked me even worse because Deuce said if I went to damn trial, the jury would look at me weird. And
did you plead?
Because I own a damn sex toy, a fucking damn pocket pussy. What did you call that motherfucking shit? I own that. And because I own that, and they confiscated that, the damn jury, because I own that the jury would automatically find me guilty, and that I would get 200 fucking years if I took it to trial. He said, I guarantee you that. So that's the reason why I signed an out for plea.
But look, at first, I wasn't just facing, I got found guilty for 76. I was facing more than that. At the end, you get your lower sentence because they give you the charges that you get found guilty on. You know, when you first get in, you could be found for 100 years. You know, you facing 100 years, right? But when you finally get in the system now, they like, oh, yeah, this is what you facing. You know, you got 36 for this, 25 for this, 76 for this. So you
Dude, I was supposed to get 6 in and 4 out. He never locked that down with the ADA. He knew this. He knew he was supposed to lock that fucking in before the sentencing. Because he knew if it wasn't locked in that the damn judge could do whatever the fuck he wanted. And then the judge hid behind...
And properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Then the judge hid behind using the legislator as an excuse, saying the legislator's not putting up with this no more, that I'm going to nail you with this. No. There are guys in here that have been here for the last couple of years, and I've been here 9 years, after being sentenced, that are still getting only 10 years total. They banked me for my first time in prison on shit that can never be proved, all because I signed an out plea. They nailed me for 35 fucking years. My first time. That's 3.5 times what they usually give people for cases like mine, bullshit cases like mine.
You really believe that you don't get 200 years?
Huh?
You really believe they don't give you 200 years?
I don't know. It's my first time in damn prison.
But did somebody die?
First time in prison at 81
Somebody died?
years old.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I really believe that people in that situation, they're gonna get like 80 years in, and 80 years might as well be 200 years.
Did somebody die though?
No, that's not the case though.
No.
That's not the.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
If nobody ain't die, and then nobody ain't get shot or nothing, man. If they telling me something else, I'm taking it to trial because I know I ain't do it. Think about it, man.
Nobody
you don't have to have nobody. Sometimes you don't have nobody, man. Look at the black people. They don't got no damn body. Nobody don't got. They got number of public offenders. Look at them. They got number of public offenders in there, man. They doing horrible crime. They doing a lot of shit.
Hold on. What about Boosie though? Boosie, he had a real attorney, didn't he?
No, Boosie got booked. It's just the grace of God.
God
want Boosie to change his life around because he gave him a second chance. But the streets still eating him up. You know, he got to change
right now. Where's Boosie right now?
Doing his thing, man.
He's in prison or is he free?
He out, man.
Oh, Lord bless him. Lord
he out.
Why is that? Because he got millions of dollars, right? Millions of damn dollars.
He had life though for 5. He did 7 years. He had life.
Yeah, but he had millions of dollars though.
He had millions of dollars. But think about it. Many people in poverty, like me and Rich, you know, we grew up in poverty as young age, you know, but we made it happen. We make everything fun. Some people had money. See, the thing is, if we know we guilty, we guilty. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna fight none if we know we guilty.
Dude, if I freaking damn would have took that shit to damn trial,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
If you see my language of the fucking sentencing transcript, if you seen the language of my damn public defender, he was nothing but another prosecutor. He based every fucking thing off the prosecutor's case. He never fucking did any damn thing to me. If you look at my case, he never objected one fucking time at any fucking hearing. Nothing.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. You go right back to that again. I don't think you get it. You don't get it. I don't think you get it, man.
So I take it to fucking trial.
Because we have some type of
accountability. If
we get guilty,
even more.
We got to take some type of accountability in life. That's the only way to make you a better person. That will make you humble. That will make you peaceful.
What?
You got to take accountability for something.
If we got no proof.
But look, if you don't got no proof, you should have took it to trial. You should have took it to trial.
I could.
You could have.
I could. This was my first time, man.
This was my first time, man. I took it to trial.
You obviously don't know who the hell Jody Myers is.
I don't. Look, we in Milwaukee. You was in Milwaukee?
Jody Myers is making damn con artists look fucking damn bad.
Where you was at? In Milwaukee, right?
No, I was in Kenosha.
Okay, then you had more. You weren't in the main city then. No, man, it's Milwaukee, bro. No, it's Milwaukee, bro. It's Milwaukee, bro.
So everybody knows.
Tell you the good news. It's Milwaukee.
The cops are dirty as shit in Kenosha. It's been proven.
They ain't like Milwaukee though, bro. You know when Milwaukee, the biggest city of all in the whole Wisconsin, bro. How it's gonna be worse than Milwaukee? You ever been in Milwaukee? Talking about Kenosha. Kenosha like the suburbs, bro. With all due respect to all my guys up there, I was up there. It ain't like this. It ain't like Milwaukee, bro. Milwaukee's the trenches.
You didn't hear about them 3 brothers that fucking damn got fucking damn.
Man, you hear about people getting 2 people just got killed.
Alabama, make sure you call back. Get back in line and call back the podcast.
You heard about 2 people just got killed in their car?
You hear me, Alabama?
Yeah.
Get back in line. We'll get you back on the podcast again. Is Danny still waiting online to get on the phones?
Yeah, it's a long ass damn list, bro.
All right, we'll get back in line because we're going to be doing this till 9 o'clock.
All right.
All right, let me take the mask off.
Yeah, man. The fuck? I'm tired of hearing that, Richie. I see if you went to trial, then I'll be like, yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you guilty, nigga. What you mean? You said, I don't give a fuck what you say. When you innocent, you innocent. You feel it in your heart. When you innocent, you's like, man, I'm taking it to trial. I don't give a damn what people telling me. I don't care what this person did. I don't care if I'm taking it to trial. A guilty person don't plead guilty, man, because you got something in there. You did something. You had some type of part in it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't give a fuck what it is, bro. If you're innocent, you in. Why you think a lot of people got life?
Look, a
lot of people got life because they know they ain't do it. A lot of brothers got life right now, man. You know, because God did it and they ain't take the case. And I was in there with a lot of brothers, man. And that hurt me when a person, they plead guilty. And they say they trying to take it to trial. We don't want to hear about that shit, man. You ain't go to trial. We don't want to hear about that. You feel like you was guilty.
Hello, Moto.
You was guilty. Fuck.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Danny.
an inmate at Racine Correctional Institution. Your account balance is $10.99. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hello?
What's going on, Danny?
What it do, Danny?
How y'all doing?
We all right,
Hey,
man.
please, give me a minute, please.
All right, bro. I don't like to hear that though, Rich. You hear me? I don't like to hear that shit, man. Talking about some shit you plead guilty. Man, I took it all the way there, man. I said, fuck that. Everybody was saying, man, you gotta just take the plea. Just take the plea. You know, I said I ain't do it though. I don't give a fuck what that guy ain't do it in my heart. I know I ain't do it. I'm going all the way. And I got booked. But guess what? I made it back, man. Cause I was solid, man. I was the only rappy, you know? Yeah. I ain't want it, you know, and for you, that's why I left the streets alone, you know, because the streets tricked me. They tricked me, man. I thought a lot of my homies would be there for me, and I realized, like, man, you just can't get in trouble no more, man. You can't. People forget about you, man.
Nah, because you've been looking for Rich, man.
Nah, Rich supposed to been looking for me, man.
Nah, I did.
All them years you was out here.
Yeah,
I thought you passed away.
And on the 18 years,
you made me believe that.
Hey,
you made me believe that you was gone, man. Took a piece of my heart away. I said, am I hitter? Yeah. And all the time it was Sarah, man, and her mom. You know, and I'm like, dang, man, it was Sarah they was talking about.
What's going on, brother?
How you doing? It's my life. They called me for the phone and the laundry at the same time.
Oh, man, they playing, man. Hey, why, man? Why? They play too much, man. How you doing in there, big bro?
Now green wrong me.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
How you doing in there, man? You all right, man?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Man, we appreciate you calling, man.
Today somebody came and asked me a question like, I need you to help me explain the resurrection to my kid. And I was like, sure. Like, she don't understand Spanish. I'm like, my first question was, but you speak English and Spanish. So if you read your word, why couldn't you translate what you know about the resurrection into English for your child? But it was nothing for me to go through and articulate it to him, but he hasn't even come back. That's how important it was to him. I don't know if it was just something he wanted to ask me in the moment or what.
this is gonna, yeah, it could be, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about, like how it could be that that's the case where it's like, you know, it's like the moment they know you have people that they know that you're a guiding light in there when it comes to the Lord and His Word. Like, you know, like, well, granted, I mean, there's times I came there and I asked you questions too, but you know, like out, you know, we.
Nah, but you actually wanted information.
Yeah.
Not just for information's sake, but to be able to explain it to another person if you needed to. And that's don't be the case, really.
So what's the reason they here want you to explain Revelation to them again? Just explain it to their kids?
The resurrection, because tomorrow.
Oh, for Easter.
Yeah, well,
you talking about this Passover.
The Passover.
Not Easter, yeah, it's the Passover for sure.
Resurrection Sunday.
Yep.
Well,
don't plan on doing much. I'm probably gonna make nachos. Haven't had none of that in a long time, so probably do that.
Hey, any progress with the Manwich legal representative helping you? You know what I'm saying?
That's helping us out.
Yeah, that's helping. You know what I'm talking about.
We went through it. I went over it with him. He brought me the argument yesterday.
Okay.
So once they locked us in and whatnot, I read it over. The argument is pretty good. Like I told him, I think we need to break the argument up though into those so they can see point by point. So he's going with the 8th Amendment and the EIP, I forgot what but it's about the 8th Amendment about cruel and unusual punishment, and also the ex post facto, we still leaving that in there, but arguing it from a different standpoint than what the other guy argued it from, which was from the two statutes point of view. He's arguing it from the point of not the point that the judge abused the discretion of the statute, because in giving me the time that she gave me, it was like she gave me the statute 2B, which is life without parole. So he's basically trying to make it so the court makes a decision to the point where they says, okay, we got to set some limit to this, because it makes no sense for you to give me a statute that says I have a presumption that I'm gonna get out, but actually setting my parole eligibility date beyond my life expectancy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, yeah. I do.
Yeah, we hear you.
We do. Yes.
Because
it's basically like she might as well give you life.
There's two statutes on the book. The one that I was put under is life with parole, right?
Okay.
But there's another statute that says life without parole. So when you give me
double jeopardy,
you charge me under the statute that says I have parole eligibility, then you also have to be like common sense. Okay, he can make it to that date. You know what I mean? That one has a presumption that okay, one day I'll be free and able to do things that I want to do. You know what I mean? Live my life, be a productive citizen. But if you set my parole eligibility beyond that, you might as well have given me without parole. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Arguing it from that standpoint, and hoping that the courts will not only see this as a present, because he didn't say this, but I'm figuring that this is where he's going with it, trying to make them make president like we need to set a limit on how far the judge can go. You know what I mean? As far as giving time under this statute, which would be a good thing for everybody.
All calls
you know
other than
Sentences
properly
under that.
placed
In other
attorney
words,
calls may be monitored and recorded.
If the Lord's willing to give God glory, you could end up becoming a president case. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, we went over it, and I told him, I said, listen, we got to go up to the libraries together. I can't just keep going up there and you talking about get this and get that. And now we're going to go up there together, and you sit down at one computer, I sit down at another computer, and we just, we talking it out, like what you see and what I see, hopefully get these cases that are depicting the same case, same charge as mine with lesser sentences, so we can get some disparity cases.
So
put those in the brief as well.
What did he say about that? Did he say that was a good idea, or
say again?
Did he say that was a good idea?
Can't hear you.
Did he say that was a good idea?
No, that was his idea from the get-go.
No, but did he say was the idea good? So he's agreeing. He said that's a good idea. Then, like, he's gonna go with you from now on.
Oh no, not from now on, because this is really the last thing that we need.
Okay.
Trying to get some cases with the disparity in there. I mean, if we don't find them when we go up there. Yeah, I definitely want them to go again. That's what I was also going to tell you. But I just happened to tell him before I got on the phone with you. But I'm like, yeah, we got to go up there together, man. I can't keep going up there by myself. If you know more about the law than me, yeah, I know what to look for. You give me words, you know what I mean? But you know how you want it. You know what you're looking for as far as how you want it read out. So
yeah,
you
he's being lazy about it.
Then make it applicable to our brief.
He's being lazy about it. But I talked to him. I've talked to him twice already today. I talked to him earlier because I told him, I said, next week I'll send him that last 100 that's owed. And
yeah.
Then of course he was on the podcast, so we got The Rock on the podcast. And granted, we didn't speak about with you in your case right now that he's working on, but yeah, hopefully now hopefully he agrees to go with you to the library. Like I said, I could send him that $100 tonight. You know,
he said he's on his like his fourth draft of the argument part. Like I said, I read it. It was like 5 pages, both front and back, written up, and with case law in there and things like that. Notes on the side, and we was going over how he was going to write it up and split up the argument into those two issues and things like that. We sat down for a while yesterday, just making sure. After I read it, I came back to him, let him know I understand it, and told him the portion that I didn't understand so he can explain it to me and things like that. So we talked yesterday.
Well, we were just talking to Alabama. Because like my friend went to trial. Like I love Alabama. I know his situation. I know his situation.
Yeah.
Like I know his situation. But I hope the best for everybody. So, having said that, man, my friend was ripping into him a new one. You want to talk about it, man?
Yeah. It's like, I wholeheartedly believe, and that I didn't do it, so I took it to trial. I knew I was facing, so many years. I knew, how my life would be taken for a while. But my belief and what I had stored in my heart, I knew I ain't do it, so I had to take it to trial. Now, if I was guilty, I would have pleaded guilty. I would have said, yeah, man, they offered me 3 years in, man. 3 years out. So I'm debating, but I know I ain't do it. I'm like, man, I ain't never had to guess one time that to take the plea. You know, I never was like, you know, I'm finna take this plea, man.
Are y'all in the same place?
Yeah, it's just Mike, man. Well, what is y'all telephone?
It's your phone because like we talked to Tom and we talked to Alabama and we asked them, hey, how can you hear? And they were like, they can hear perfectly. Yeah,
so you know, it's like, do you hear me though? Can you how I sound right now? How do I sound?
How I sound right now? That's the only part that I heard.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I got my finger in one ear.
You can hear me now? What about now?
I got that.
Okay. Yeah, so I knew I was facing a lot of time, man. You know, I knew that, you know, I'm going to be gone for a long time. Because I knew in my heart, I'm like, man, you know, I did a lot in my life, you know. And I said, I finally trying to make a change, right? So soon I make that change, man, it seemed like, boom, you know, I get, you know, locked up. So in the prison, I came to that same reality of with that mindset. But going on what I was stating about Alabama, I was like, you took a plea. You know, every time he get on this platform, you know, and many viewers watching, he say that I didn't do it. You know, I'm taking this, I'm doing this. He not really taking accountability. He not looking at that you really, you know, you gave them people a plea. You took a plea deal, man. A person that's innocent, man, don't take it all the way. Some people there say, man, you know, I just had to take a plea, man. I just had to. I said, man, I don't know where y'all come from, man. You just took a plea and you know you ain't do it. I was facing 300 years. Look at your case, man. Look at the stipulation of your case, man.
Properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Regardless if you get found guilty, man, they don't look at the sentence adjustment and they don't look at what's the good, you know, time you should be home. What's a good time he'll be gone that he'll take accountability and he'll show, you know, he'll be a good time. No, just it's like the judge give you a sentence. They ain't for to give you everything the DA asking for. You know, they gonna give you what you deserve, what the crime, you know, deserve. You know, and it's like they knew it. The judge knew I ain't do it. You know, he just had to do his job. But if you take a plea, this is what Alabama was doing. He said, you know, he took a plea. There ain't no excuses in the world if you didn't do it and you wholeheartedly stating that you didn't do it, you took a plea. I don't care what background you come from. When you didn't do it, you didn't do it, you don't feel it. So many brothers got life because they know they ain't do it. And they did it. And they ain't want to tell on their homie. And they ain't never coming home because of that, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They ain't never coming home from that. I know a lot of them, man. You know, I know you know Dirty Cheese them and all that.
Yeah.
You know, what's his name? He just died too, man. Two Down.
Who that?
Two Down.
Two man.
Two Down. Two Down.
Judan?
Yeah.
I heard about him. I don't know him though.
Okay.
I didn't know him.
Yeah, but you know they the ones who killed the police officer. You know. And they went to trial. They got found guilty though, you know. So it was like he get on the platform, man, and he speak like he innocent, like they did something wrong, and he ain't looking in the mirror and take accountability. You got to look at yourself at times, you know. I decided not to take a plea. I believe I didn't do it. Now I had to live with the decision I made. That was the first step of taking accountability. I had to live with it now. So years and years, I had to face the fact that, damn, I ain't coming home, man, until I get out, 35 years old. And I came in my early 20s. I said, damn, I got to face this fact, man. But guess what? I ain't let them get the mind. They got the body. So every time he come on here, you know, he like, man, they did this, but you took a plea, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
You took a plea, bro. You know the prison systems, we the wrong ones you talk to like that. We the wrong ones that let you sit up and just say bullshit in front of me. You feel me? And you took a plea.
Yeah.
I had a 3-year plea. Come on, man. 3 years? Did 15 though? Come on, man.
Right.
And I got found guilty of 70. I'm like, damn, they finna give me that 30 years in. So I started counting the dates when I'm gonna be home. I said, damn, I'm gonna be home when I get 50. That's how I'm looking at it. I said, damn, I got found guilty for 76 years. I said, damn, they gonna want 30 because she been asking this through the whole trial. She been asking 30 years in, 35 years out. I said, if I get found guilty, man, I can see myself get home 50, but I'm gonna stay in shape. I'm gonna eat good. I got my mind trained already what I'm gonna do, but I wasn't ready to do it. I wasn't expecting this time, man. You know, but I had my mind made up that, you know what? Whatever happened, it happened, man. I got the man upstairs, he'll make a way. You know, and he made a way, man. And look at us now. I found my best friend again, podcast. You know, we into God, steady into the world, you know. We working good. We got nice homes, you know, and
1 minute
you know,
remaining.
and we love people, man. Now, back then when we ain't kicking with people, we still don't to this day, but we tell people about God now, you know. But you speak a little more, man, before we leave, man. Or he can call back.
Yeah, if you
Heavenly
want,
Father.
Danny, if you want, you could call back too. But let's get to that prayer.
This line so long. They got 8:30, 8:15. They got time now that they get on the phone.
Well, let's pray then. Let's pray real quick.
I'll probably call you tomorrow, brother. Wish you a happy Easter, man, and y'all just keep praising the Lord, keep doing y'all good work, man, and being pleasing to the Lord.
Yeah, all day,
May
Danny.
continue to bless y'all with everything that y'all need to continue in y'all operation to glorify Him. I thank you, man.
Hey, we thank you, brother, and call me tomorrow. We'll talk again. We'll talk more about what we were speaking about, the case.
All right,
and
love,
all
bro.
that stuff.
Thank you too, Danny. You have a good day, man. Yeah, man. It's like, do we need Alabama on there?
I look. Until
Think about it,
you
though.
listen, for one, if nobody talks to Alabama could end up killing themselves.
No, yeah.
So
I understand.
I'd rather
understand,
talk to
'cause
them. I love them.
Yeah,
you know,
I understand. That's understandable
you know,
because everybody.
I know you wouldn't want that on your conscience.
No.
Not like, oh man, okay, I'll get, because if anybody, there's a lot of people that do stuff, and they get away with. There's people that got away with stuff. All right,
yeah.
And you know, and the Lord, they
I don't
figured
think
it
he'll
out.
kill himself because you know he don't got life and he been down 9 because he would have did it in the
But
first
here's
3
the thing.
years.
No, Alabama. Well, I'll tell you right now, he's tough because like even though he's like, there's
How many years you got left? 13.
He's got like 11 years left.
Oh man, he ain't finna kill himself, man. That's on it. Yeah, he ain't going.
But here's the thing: if you gotta give, we gotta give people love, man. All of it. It's about anybody.
But if he believe in God and Jesus,
yeah, he does.
ah, damn. So we don't got no worries then.
You know,
See what I'm saying?
but we gotta give. I know.
That's
I
on
feel
him.
like I know
then.
where you're
That's
getting.
on him. I can't feel sorry
I know.
for if you kill yourself.
I know.
Man. And you know you was guilty of something.
Well,
you know?
okay, I'm not saying he's gonna kill himself, but you know what? Like he just said, he's like, man, you know, you're the only one that picks up the phone for me. You're the only one. That's what he's saying. You're the only one that picks up the phone for me. If I need something, you're the only one that's there that can help me with this. Because if not, I don't have anything. You know, when I was in there, I give him shots of coffee. When I was in there, I'd give him envelopes. When I was in there, we had conversations. We joked around. We walked the track.
He got a strong man. He been to the military, Richie. Look.
Yeah.
Texas ain't no excuse for no man. You hear me?
Right, but I'm
he
just
was at
saying,
the military. Look, the
he's
military
funny.
was supposed to.
He
It's
can be
built to
funny,
break
too,
you, though. Listen to me. The military is built to break you. You got a strong man. He got a strong will.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Let's just get right to the point. Are you trying to bump him off the show?
No, man, we can
All
keep
right,
Alabama, but I'm gonna check him. I got to put him in his place because he ain't take accountability.
All right, but it comes to a point where it's gonna like okay, it's funny when you do, right?
Mm-hmm. It ain't funny, though. You know I ain't laughing. I'm telling the
I'm
truth.
laughing.
You know, you might be telling the truth. You might be laughing. I ain't joking about it. I'm telling them the truth. It's solid. You on a platform.
Well,
you ain't taking accountability.
No, but see, I'm the way I look at it like this. If this platform can help him out, if we could help him out, and
you can't help nobody that took a plea, Richie.
He can get back in the court. He can end up getting back to court.
No, Richie, if you went guilty, Listen to me. That's when we go bust our ass trying to get them out of there.
Well, that's okay. Listen,
ain't no excuses for that because I did all that time. And all them dudes said I took a plea. I said, bro, why you take a plea? I was this and this. I said, you did something, didn't you, bro? He said, yeah, just a little bit. I said, bro, because I went to trial. My guy went to trial. My other guy went to trial. My other guy went to trial. I said, damn, the people that really didn't do it went to trial. Yeah. The people that did it, they took a plea. Right. That's plain and simple, man. That's how the system is, man. That's how you is when you're in prison.
Alabama, listen, Alabama, if like I said, if we can help them out, conversation and all that stuff, then that's what's,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be cutting somebody off and just be like, man, when you get off.
No, not like that. It ain't about cutting them off. It's just all about. We could talk about something. We could talk about Trump. We could talk about the world. It's, how we could change the world. How you could make your life sustainable in there by doing different things, just doing nothing. I bet he them type of inmates. I could tell how he talk, the way he look on the thing, not just judging him, but I've been in there. He don't do nothing, man. Yeah, he don't do I could tell what he's saying. I said, because it's so much you could do. When you meet him, you in the look. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
Racine's the best prison in the whole Wisconsin, man. Racine's the best prison you want to be in. Best basketball. You go, work out. Best machines, man. You got so much freedom. Even though it might be COVID, man. Even though they might be strict, they still got more privileges than any other, prisons in Wisconsin, man. Everybody, I was begging them, man, let me get to Racine. I was begging them, Sturdy. I said, can y'all take me to Sturdy? For years, for 10 fucking years, man, they never took me there. For 10 years, I was begging. Can y'all please just have mercy? They said you got to admit to it. I said, I can't admit to it. Then they finally, God just got me in there, man. Like, got me in the programs. And so I started going, best prisons. Minimum is way better than any medium. You know what I'm saying? Because you outside freely. Ain't no gates. Ain't no bars. You get on the boats, all that. So you fish, all types of. But for medium, coming from max, nobody want to go to Stanley. Nobody want to go to Fox Lake. Nobody want to go in these other, facilities because everybody is closer to Milwaukee when you go to Racine. 45 minutes away from home, man. You know how many visits you have? But you far away, you 7 hours away, 5 hours away. Nobody don't want to drive like that, man. That's like just to come and see you for a couple hours.
Yeah.
That's why it was hard for people to get visits. They know what they did. They took a person away from their families. So you could get your mind together, man, and come out here strong, man. It's not for you to, it's everything gonna turn off good in life, man. It's how what you make it. You can't go in there and not take accountability. You can't go in there and just don't do better for yourself. Don't want better for yourself. Don't work out. Don't eat right. Don't read. Don't study. Don't educate your mind just doing dead time. You just wasted all them years for shit, man. And you look back like, damn, what did I learn? This supposed to build you up. You got enough time to analyze yourself. Analyze what you don't like about yourself and take all the negative out so you can prepare for the world to see a different you. But you can't go out there and still, blaming. I ain't have no father. I ain't had this. I ain't had this. But guess what? You got a second chance of life. You got a second chance of freedom. Alabama got a second chance of freedom. He got 11 years left. So if he keep himself together and keep his body in shape, guess what? It's reserved. The people that been out here, man.
Hey, what's up with your cousin, man? Have you gotten a hold of your cousin to get on the podcast? What happened there? Why isn't he calling tonight?
I don't know. Some people got lives. Some people busy, man. Some people be taking trips, and they be so busy.
No, I'm talking about the one that your nephew, I mean.
Oh, my nephew, yeah, he got a certain time. The phones be packed too. He in
but he knows it's from 6 to 9. He knows it's from 6 to 9.
But
right?
It be basketball at that time. It be library.
So you don't want. So in other words, you don't want to get a. You don't want to be showcased.
I don't think nobody really explained it to him. I explained it to him. That I got a podcast.
To go back and explain it to him. Then.
But you got to hear me out. Now I might explain it to him, but I don't really know he was into podcasts. I don't think he really was into it when he went in. I don't think he really know that.
It don't matter if he's into it or not.
But you ain't listening. You got to comprehend. I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
He might don't know what podcast is.
Hold up. Well, tell him.
I explained it to him, but you can't really put it in there if you never view it. You know what I'm saying?
Have
you looked at videos.
Have you
looking at all these shooters and killings. That's the world view right now.
Hey, have you explained
I explained it to it. I said, man, so he don't
on the show.
No, it's like, what time is it?
It's party time. 9 o'clock. We do this too.
Yeah, man. Well, I told you. 8, man, didn't I? Let me see. 8:12. But this what time he supposed to be calling. He supposed to call at 8 because they get the phones at 8.
All right,
but
good. So
if he didn't call, guess what? Things happen, man. I can't look at it and say, you know what? He didn't call. He wasn't thinking about it. He might is, but he might don't because he might forget because we're human beings.
Dude, I like how you did that right there. I like how you did that.
What's up?
Well, that's your Facebook Live right there.
Oh yeah, man. You know, man. You already know, man. I couldn't
man,
put you in there.
No, that's fine. No, I'm fine about it because to be honest with you, to do it right is to do it like to do it the right, like right. That is, you know what I'm saying. But that's still doing it right because again, they see a up front. Nah, you leave it just how you had it.
Yeah. But look, this is what I say. If you guys want to watch us right now live, we on Rumble and YouTube and Twitch, man. If y'all want to go on any one of them, them platforms, go on there and check us out.
Or call in.
888-6733. Repeat, Richie.
414-888-6733.
Call Man and Richie. And it's called the Manwich Show.
Yeah.
How many times we got to tell you guys that? To give us y'all point of view about the prison. There you go. Stop playing then.
You're talking live on the Manwich Show. It's Georgia. How you doing, Georgia? The only person that calls from Green Bay.
What up, sis? What it do?
What's going on?
What it do, sis? How you doing?
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, we all good, man. We having a good show tonight, and I'm blessed that you guys made it home safe because we just left, where we left from, and I'm glad to hear from you guys. So, tell me what you calling?
Huh?
Now, tell me like the reason that you calling. Is it based on the prison calls or? What you think? If you was listening to what I was saying?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was listening to you because about Alabama. I don't think you should just, I mean, everybody needs to hold accountability. Yeah, true. But you got to give a person time to, own up to their wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably need to contemplate on it, think about it. You know what I'm saying? And come to a conclusion on how they want to, be accountable for their actions, but not just blatantly like, I'm finna check this nigga. I'm finna do this.
No, it's like this. It's like this. When you in prison, right, and you watch so many people in there for something they didn't do, right? And I was around with a lot of people, man, and a lot of people was guilty, but a lot of people was innocent too. The innocent ones always went to trial, G. They always went to trial. They was innocent. The people that didn't go to trial because God did it. Somebody else did it.
But could it be that some people is not knowledgeable about the law?
But look, hear me out.
Some people are not knowledgeable about the law, and some people haven't figured out how the law works. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, look, either way it go, right? If you get found, if you take a plea, right? Uh-huh. If you take a plea, I want you to understand this. They give you opportunities to admit to your wrongs, right?
Uh-huh.
You can look over your case. You see what they got on you. You see you can't beat it, right? Gee, even though I just mistakenly picked that up and put it in my pocket, right? They don't mean I'm going to plead to guilty. Even though they got everything to look like I did it, right? They don't mean I'm going to plead guilty. You see what I'm getting at? So if I took a plea about it, if I knew they had all this on me, guess what? I would have said, yeah, man, I'm taking that 3 years. I'm taking it. But if you know in your heart you didn't do what they...
But maybe... some people panic, they be scared, you know what I'm saying? And then they be lying to you, they be fabricate, or you gonna go home. If you just take a plea, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get you out this certain amount of time. We're gonna get you out this certain amount of time. And then when you take that plea that they try to influence you to take, then they come back to with something else.
But you understand, I want you to understand, like a person that went to trial, though, not just speaking. I'm talking about a person that been to experiencing this, that's been in prison. And back and not just understanding. You have to put yourself in these shoes. You have to be doing this time to really understand.
The difference is that I will never be in those shoes.
But you understand? See, we can't really.
I'm gonna say that I would not ever put myself in those shoes.
But look, listen to me though. We can't have that type of. It's like a person say, "Man, did you ever, did a bungee jump? You ever bungee jump? Man, that rope might broke and all this, right?" I say, "Man, did you ever did it though? Did you ever bungee jump?" No, man. Well, you can't have opinion then. Because if you know how they screw it up and keep you tight and so you won't jump, they prevent you from jumping. I can't have opinion about this because I wasn't in there.
But I'm listening.
That's the listening.
To what y'all saying.
Only people that's been in prison that understand this. People don't been in prison can't understand this. They never was inside. Only the prisoners, because they know who they in there with for years. Just imagine I've been out here for 3. It be like it's been out here. It seemed like I've been out here for a long time, but I was gone for a long ass time. Just how many relationships I built by being gone that long, and sales with people for 2 years. Right? We were around people that saying they innocent, and some people saying they guilty. Hearing about their cases and everything, looking up cases, in the library and everything, trying to figure them out because they say they this, and we looking them up and they spread around the whole joint. They like, man, you ain't solid like that. You ain't doing it. You ain't doing that. And they had to look people up. And people was like, they found guilty. They read their file. What was the reason they found guilty? They implicate themselves. They admit their guilt. Wow. Then they want everyone else to look at them different in the outs. But we know already because we looked you up and we see what you said in your statements. That's what they doing there, G. And see a person solid.
But I just be feeling like some people.
That's feeling though. Yeah. But what it is, that's different than knowing than feeling.
But everybody don't have heart. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have heart and courage. Some people be scared, so they just gonna go with the flow and ride with it, hoping that it turned out the best way they hoping it come out. But sometimes it don't go like that.
But it ain't no murder case. It ain't no gun case.
No, I don't have no experience of being in prison. I don't, but I have experience in life. I know I have made a couple bad decisions and wish I could take those decisions back.
But it never led you in prison.
And I've been in situations where I wish I would have said no instead of yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when you between a rock and a hard place, you don't really know what to say because you got all these million thoughts running through your mind, and your first mind is telling you, don't say yeah, don't say yeah, don't say yeah. But then you still gonna go with that second mind and say no anyway because you want the best outcome of your situation regardless.
Mm. Yeah, because when I was younger, when I was 16 and 17, right? I got caught peeling cards up and everything, right? I was in an adolescent state of mind, and they called me. I ran the fast I can, trying to get away, but they called me. And I heard my guy implicate me. So when I heard my guy in the next room implicate me, it wasn't the police, that implicate me. It was my guy. My guy was in the next room and said, yeah, he used to pilly, but all the time, he had the pilly. He really did, right. And the thing was, I couldn't tell him that, I just told him.
That's the same thing that just happened to your nephew. He was already in prison. He was already in jail, and somebody implicated him in something that he was not out here doing, and said they did it just because of he didn't do something that they wanted him to do. So they implicated him in something that he didn't have no business that he didn't do. He was around it, but he wasn't doing that. And when I went to court for him, the police officer said this stuff. The girl she was walking behind them. She had a phone, such. You know what I'm saying? So how could that be? Yeah. So my son got implicated into something. He didn't commit these crimes. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable. But it's like this. It's like this.
Hey, Georgia, you should get him on the platform.
You should speak his story. I asked him to call at 8 o'clock. He could call freely.
Sometimes
you supposed to relay that message to him.
The way they running that prison.
What?
It's really, really sad.
No, you just call. Listen, right now.
He just got to call. That's it. Y'all just got to. When he call you, just tell him to call the number 414-888-4. It's 8 o'clock.
No.
When they had open day room.
Man, no. You gotta, Georgia. You listening?
Yeah.
The number that the inmates call, that's a separate line. That's my personal number. So if you want my personal number, man can text it to you, and then because that line, that number that's up there right now is like for viewers like you and anybody else throughout the world, right? And anybody else at least throughout the states.
I didn't
right?
even know that, man.
Yeah.
Damn, Rich.
Well, he would have called anyhow, and I wouldn't have been able to pick up the phone though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
if he was calling, it would have came through.
Oh,
anyhow.
that's why you gotta tell.
No. Let's stop. If
them your guys in there.
No. Hold on. If he called that number up there,
yeah,
it still would have rang. It's just that they would have said I had to put money on the phone, or I would have had to add that. You know, so if we don't get a call from him, it's just because he didn't call. So you could get my number, my personal number, and you.
What I would do if he called me, because I tune into y'all show every Saturday, you know. Right. So if he called me, happen to call me on the Saturday, I will three-way him in.
Okay, that sound good. That sound good. Hey, G, what up?
Three-way him in, and then y'all can give him all the information, and then he can, correspond like that.
But yeah, I understand where you come from too, having empathy, putting yourself in their shoes. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to put myself in Alabama's shoes. But it wasn't no gun case, it wasn't no murder case, So I look at it different now. If it was one of them, I could understand that, But it wasn't one of them cases. So you should go to trial. You see what I'm saying?
What kind of case?
We got his face up here on national TV in his inmate number and his whole name and everything, y'all. We got it to the whole world.
Right.
Right there. You watching the show right now?
That's why people don't watch us. Then I say, damn. And
you can put that inmate number in and you find out the whole situation with Alabama.
Yeah, everything, man. Everything that happened.
Oh, we got to take this call.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. All right. Nice talking to y'all.
Yeah, but thanks, sis, for calling, too. Love you, sis.
Damn, dude. That was my nephew.
Was it?
Yeah, and for some reason, yeah. Hopefully he calls. Hopefully he calls back. Yeah, he's in Oshkosh.
Oh damn! If you listen though, G, I appreciate your call, and yeah, I understand that. Where you come from, I get that. I was in a similar situation. There you go.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from an inmate at Racine Correctional Institution. To accept this call, all calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Somebody from the other prison.
Hey, fool ass.
What's going on, Romero? What's up, brother?
There you go, calling again. Damn.
Hey, fool ass.
Yeah, he calling again.
Damn, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. I'm all right so far.
So how you been?
Up and down, man.
You still there?
Hello, you have a prepaid call from all calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions.
Tell him to call. We should have told him to call right back. That's what we should have did.
What's going on? What's going on? Marco?
Just hanging out.
How you doing, little Marco, man?
Told you I'd give you a call. Who is that?
This is my best friend, man.
How you doing, man? I heard a lot about you, man.
I'm doing good.
How you keeping up in there, man? How you keeping up in there?
I'm just trying to stay in the right set of mind.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, man. What you got left, man?
I got till October 3rd, but I'm really just counting 4 months, to be honest with you, just to make it sound nice.
Okay, man.
I'm not counting April or September, but I really got like 6 months left.
All right. How long you been in there?
I've been in here since the end of 2021, so only a year and 6 months.
Okay.
And who
Yeah.
who have you killed so far in there?
What was that?
Who have you killed in there so far? Tell me, man.
Who have I killed in here so far?
Yeah,
Nobody.
who you been killing, man?
Nobody.
Man, you ain't got the nickname Booty Guts, do you? Don't be telling me you
go. There you go. There you go.
Booty Guts. Dude, I made that up. That's so
crazy.
funny.
Booty Guts. That quick though.
You know what? I know what's going on already. What's going on in your head when you do that? But anyway, yeah, Booty Guts, man. I think that's a good nickname. You like, man? I've heard.
That's not a good nickname.
I'm not talking about for you. I'm talking about for somebody who was homosexual, and you'd be like, "Hey, Booty Guts," something. Anyhow, okay, what's going on, Marco? Man, you see my friend? He's always trying to be all cool now.
Hey, Marco, what you been reading in there, man?
You been reading the Quran? He's a Muslim.
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
I've been, since I got here, I've been trying to get into these programs that Oshkosh was supposedly supposed to provide for us. But honestly, coming here, they don't really provide that type of things, unless you have ERP, you really can't start any programs. It's hard to get in the door. So I've been mostly just doing, what I could sign up for was like NA. If I signed up for it in June when I first got here out of Dodge of last year, I just got accepted, I'd say in October. I go to that. I mostly just stay in my room. I'll read NA and just try to keep my nose clean and stay out of trouble, man. These COs really are on it. Some COs really just like to send people to the hole. It's hard to stay out of trouble sometimes.
Do you work out or do some craft or draw or anything of that sort?
You said what?
Do you work out, do some arts and craft, or draw or anything?
Yeah, I try and fill it in my time, working out. Softball's gonna start up in next month.
Man, you need to be playing basketball.
Softball pretty good.
I can't play basketball.
Playing them softball.
I played that too, man, all the time. Football, softball in there.
Yeah, all them playing with them softballs. Nah, man, you need to play basketball.
You like that softball, huh?
Oh, man, it's for sissies.
It's the only thing. I tried to get in the basketball court, but I don't even know how to play like that. To be honest with you.
Okay, yeah. You like what you like, man. I understand.
You reading that Bible?
You like what you like.
You reading God's word or what? Like I told you already. You reading God's word?
I just got out the hole.
So it means you read. That means you read a whole bunch when you're in the hole, right? Because you said I'm on a Bible. Give me a Bible. I'll be in here. Or did you not?
I did not do it.
All right,
no,
there you go. Boom! Shots right in the foot. Got to hang up on you now. Catch you later. Bye.
No, I'm being honest with you. No. I was going to re-sign up for a church, and I was going to take your advice and start going there. There's some good, the unit I'm in. They sent me back to the unit. No one knows me. I was getting in trouble when I first got here and everything. I was just upset with myself and not really.
Man, you don't want Jesus. Just say it, man. You don't want Jesus, man. I'll tell you right now. You need Christ, man. You need Jesus. I'm telling you right now, man. Conquer him. Take it, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Tell him about Jesus.
Yeah, he good, man. You should get into it. He'll change your life, and you'll start making them same decisions. And it's all about you got to have structure, man. Some of your, how old are you, man? How old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
I'm 25.
All right, you 25 years old, right? This is a time that you, get the mind together and analyze everything you don't like, because your best thinking got you in there. This is the time that you work out, right? You read more. This is the time to prepare yourself because you're on your way out. This is time to study more about yourself and make better decisions. So when the time you leave out of there, you have your mind on straight. You have everything together so you can execute your plan, out there in the world. Not just get out and say, damn, man, what I'm going to do. Plan, because you don't have nothing but a couple months left. It's serious out here. You don't have nothing, man. Guess what? It's going to be hard.
Tell them how long you were in there.
Just 2 years.
Nah, man, he was in there for 15 years.
Oh, yeah. I was been in there for a minute, man. The thing is this, though, man. Look, I had to learn how to forgive myself. Because, I could have told, I could have walked away from many things. I could have separated myself from friends, that's, not manipulators, but, that's still street in the hood with the mentality. I should have separated myself from that because I was trying to do something different in life, So the message is, man, prepare yourself so you don't have to get prepared when you come out, man. Do more working out, do more reading, I know you don't have the programs, but elevate the mind, Prepare yourself, have a small goal and a long goal. Yeah. Ask yourself what I want to do when I get out. The small goals, it could be whatever you decided, but it could be, what I'm going to do? Since I don't got no car right now, I'm trying to get, bus fare, trying to find me a small job right now just to get some money in my pocket, Go fill out some applications and everything. Go give me some food, share some Medicaid, and trying to get something going in so I don't have to leech on someone. So when they want some food or a mom, because I'm at that age now that I'm going to have to go to, what's them facilities for when you getting released? Because nobody else won't take you in their house.
Oh, you talking about temporary living?
Temporary living, TLP and everything. Then if you ain't in the TLP, you don't be at home with your parents or something, So you got to prepare how I'm going to pay them because I'm grown now. It depends on the relationships you have with your parents. But if you was out there holding your own, you don't have to think about, man, what I'm going to do? Well, how I'm going to execute this? What I'm going to do this? If they needed money, where I'm going to get the money from? If I'm going to go back to the street way or if I'm going to do it the right way? So you got to debate with yourself which way you going to go. So what the structure is, you get up, pray, work out, you get up, pray, read, work out. Then you got the ability to, study who you is now. In the hole, that was the main time to analyze yourself when you was in the hole.
Hey, can I say something?
What's up, nephew?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
You got that? Hold on.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear nothing. No.
What the hell that's because the phone. That's because the phone was connected to that cord. That's why. Well, let me tell you something here, brother. You want to talk to your? Hold on. You want to talk to your cousin, Rich? Marco's on the phone right now. He's on the podcast. He's gonna, here. My son's gonna sit on my lap. Here, come on, kid.
Come on, man. Get in the middle, man. Get in the middle, man.
Man, watch out with this big fat booty,
man. He built just like his dad. He a hooper though. This dude is a hooper, man. Got game.
What to do, cuz?
Hey man, he said he's got a nickname called Booty Guts in there. What's up?
I don't even hear him. I ain't gonna lie.
Marco, you on? Your cousin here right now.
Yo.
Little Richie here. Huh? Rich on the phone now. Junior.
What's up, little Rich man? How's basketball? How'd you guys do? How's hanging out Andrew?
They bum ass. They sorry ass, man.
You said what?
I bust they ass because they was sorry.
They suck. What you guys playing horses?
And properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
But you playing horse? You guys went to the park and played some horse or something?
No, we was playing a hustle. I ain't gonna lie. Dude just got up and farted and left. That shit stinks.
Yeah.
You play too much.
No, but
man,
what's going on, cuz?
Nothing. I'm just, just called up Uncle Rich and met Maine and everything.
Yeah.
They gave me some good advice and everything.
These old ass niggas, man, you need to listen to me.
I don't know. I'm just so sick of this shit, man.
No, hell yeah, every day at a time.
ready to come home.
Soon, cuz, soon.
Made a hookup. That's about it, though.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't fucking with that shit.
Bro, I'm not either. I'm not even hungry, man. I'm not even hungry for this after talking to you guys, man. I just like when I call home, man. I just like, bro, it makes me homesick so bad. Like, man, it just makes you remember all the shit I'm missing out on, bro.
Yeah, you
like it takes you out that. Yeah, bro, it takes me out that institutional mode because when you're in here, you just gotta kind of like do what you do. You think about shit, yeah, but it's like, man, bro, when you call home, it's like you get off the phone, it's just like.
Damn, reality
everything
kicks
is
in.
different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro, it's like this shit's old, man. It's like I'm ready to come home. Like this ain't for nobody. Like, you know what I mean?
I can't speak too much on it, cause you know what I'm saying.
Said what?
I said I can't speak too much on it. But
yeah, he can't speak that much because Jesus, he was praying to the Lord. I'm telling you right now, he was praying to the Lord, man. The Lord answered his prayer. He saved him. What?
I gotta go. I'll be back in Milwaukee County. I gotta go May 8th. I got my second OWI. I'm running it with 45 days right now. So they're gonna run it concurrent with my prison time right now. But I have to go back in front of the judge, and I can't do a Zoom visit. So they're gonna take me up there, and you know what I mean. Man, I don't want to go back there. That shit's terrible up there too.
Man, tell me about the.
Man, we don't want to hear that BS. Now I got 3 of us on the podcast.
See,
now I told you.
No, it's 4 of us. It ain't 3. It's 4.
Oh, 4. Yeah, we got Woo right there.
No, it's 4 because
what?
Little bro, nephew on the phone.
Oh well, I'm talking about like right now. All 3 of us are live with you on the phone. What I forgot to do was I forgot to get your photo and to pop it up on the podcast. So when you call next week, right? When you call next week is when we want you to call every week so we can chop it up with you. And then also, if you meet guys that are in there that went to trial and they were found guilty and they're like, dude, I'm innocent, man. Like I'm just in here or whatever, get them on the podcast, man. Yeah. You're in Oshkosh. You're in another prison right now. Right now, we're in this platform is in 2 prisons right now.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
on the other line on the prison.
We talked to other guys. We talked to guys in Racine prison right now. But you're the first person we got from Oshkosh. So you need to bring them. You need to get them to come, man. Tell them every Saturday between 6 and 9.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, I'll for sure find someone.
Yeah, find somebody, man.
So interesting. I mean,
look, they don't have to quote. They don't need to quote the Quran. All right, they just quote whatever. They don't need to quote whatever. Like, look, just get some people that if you say, look, you say you're innocent. I'll tell you what. I go on a podcast once a week, a live podcast. And you just be like, I talk to these guys that are in there.
And tell me your story. Tell them, let them come on a podcast and tell his story. And we want to hear the truth. Not. They plead guilty. Yeah. But then tell me I'm going to try. I'm doing it. You plead guilty.
Now, another thing, too, though, if they did plead guilty, but they're like, hey, stuff happens. Dude, put them on the podcast, too, though. Bring them. You know what I'm saying? We just, because we got a guy that calls already Alabama. And man likes to tear Alabama a new one. He's like, because man went to trial and he was found guilty. What?
So your friend Maine, he's with you right now? He's not on the prison phone?
No, we're all in the studio. We're all in the studio right now. You're talking you're talking live with us all in the studio. Yeah, dude, I told you this already, bro. You need to call every weekend between 6 and 9. And if you don't get on the first time, call again. But because of where you're calling, I know it's distinct. Your phone, the number you're calling, the line you're calling from, the prison you're calling from is distinct from their prison. Like we were actually talking to another guy that was in Racine prison. But because you called, I hung up on that guy, and he's my friend that I hung up on.
Yeah.
And he got more time than you. You just got 10 months.
Yeah, but because you're my nephew. You're our family. You're basically our family.
You're our family, man.
I appreciate that because you know what, man?
Did you hear that? Hold on, you hear that?
I like that.
Did you hear? You just hear what my best friend said? This has been my friend for over 25 years.
I done heard 1,000 stories about him, cuz.
That's my brother, though. He's really my brother. Though.
Yeah, this is my brother right here.
That's my brother, man.
We're like Woody Harrelson and what was his name? Damn.
I don't know, man.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, it's no, ha. Yeah, we're talking about the Woody Harrelson and the dude from the Blade movies.
Oh,
Seth Meyers, not Seth Meyers.
No, that's not his motherfucking name.
Dang, but that's how me and my friend are, you know.
Yeah.
That's how, you know, they you know, anyhow, to make a long story short, yeah, you go ahead, talk, but you know, right now you're talking with family. We got this podcast, dude, and we usually rack up on Rumble. We rack up on average 200 views, and we've been, you know, we're a growing podcast. You know, we've been doing this already now for quite some time, and we just continue to grow, and we continue to go. You're live on three Matter of fact, next time you talk to your mom, you say, "Mom, I was just on Uncle Rich and his friend George's podcast. So I was just on Manwich." And, you know, one of the inmates that they talk to in the prison system, you could tell that you'd be like, hey, and then tell them, say, like, subscribe, and pass the info. Because the more people that end up clicking the like button, the algorithm, that's another thing, too.
Yeah, it
the
go
algorithm,
up.
Yep.
It get louder.
More people will have access to this platform, which... I can't think of other people who right now are talking to other people in prison.
And get people to be aware.
In prison, yeah.
I feel like you're doing a good job at networking right now. Anything you guys want to know about being in here? I mean, this prison's like, I picked this prison because I picked RCI first, Oshkosh, and Kettle Moraine. I got to pick all three of them. Now, the only reason why I'm in Oshkosh is because I got in trouble and I got kicked off the bus. To RCI. I was on the bus in RCI, but I was talking shit to the CO, so they took me off the bus and they sent me back in. So that was my second pick, which is Oshkosh.
You don't want to do that no more. You don't ever do that again. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know. It was just, it's just like, yeah, but you know, I picked this place. I heard it was big. There's a lot to do here. There's programs and all this good shit. Nice. You know, I was really looking hopeful for everything. I was like, yeah, you know. I'm a little bit of a mess, so I'm trying to clean myself up. So let me go over here and get in this program. And, you know, I'm thinking, you know, institution. You know, I'm thinking like, rehabilitation, everything. When you get through these doors, I mean, the only person that's going to rehabilitate yourself is yourself. These people really don't care about you in here. I'm not going to lie. I've talked to several social workers trying to get in the door.
You realize
I'm on their ass every day trying to be like, hey, I need this program. And it's like, listen, I'm an individual inmate where I don't have ERP. I'm not privileged to break down my time. I'm mostly just doing this just because I'm just trying to better myself, really.
There you go. I like that in you, man.
Skills and take advantage of the shit that I'm learning and look good for my PO at the same time. You know what I mean? Because if I'm doing some programs, I'm just trying to see, like, when I do my release plan, like, okay, this kid's trying to change, you know what I mean? So... But DCO, they brush you off.
I said, say it again.
Remaining.
It sucks, man. It's just like, really, if you're really trying to do
it, I like that.
Step up and just do it. Because these people don't care.
Like it like that. Hey, listen.
We hear you too, man. Yeah, man. You like you said, man. That was a great statement you said, man. You said, you know, they don't really trying to help you, and the only person that rehabilitate themselves is yourself. Yeah, that's always been the case. Yeah. You know, it's all about you.
What I told the social worker is, even though I don't seem like I'm changing because of all these troubles I get into, I'm still bettering myself because I was just upset, but I'm still learning from my mistakes. And I'd say that I'm a better me from when I walked in these doors. And I'd say that this is a new me, but this is the old me. It's just I'm back in the light again. You know what I mean?
We gotta
lost myself, but I'm back now.
You got to read that word though, man. You know, because you know if you don't read it, man, how can you know God? You know, because if you don't read it, a lot of people can say it. They can say, you know what, I know God. I love God, but you have to read it though.
You stay right there.
But the phone for
that's good. Are you there?
I gave him that message though at the end.
Yeah. So what's your take on Trump? Or what do you want to talk about? Assassin's Creed?
Oh, you got jokes?
No, seriously though. Dude, we want to get you. Now listen, stop. We want to get you. Stop. No, it's not 9 yet. We do. No, 12. What store?
The one right here.
For what? What do you need to get?
So I can not have to walk an extra 4-5 blocks
To get what?
to go to the store and get some chips.
Them chips could be there tomorrow. We'll do the podcast tonight.
Bro, shut up.
No, I'm serious. You got 12 minutes left. You're on the podcast. You need to get on here every weekend.
I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, every weekend you get on the podcast, man. Look at right now. I don't need to be all the time.
You could do 30 minutes and leave. You could do an hour and leave. Now, if you
he was only gonna do 8 hours. He was only gonna do it to 8. I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna do it to myself then.
Okay, but
no, there's no cake because he stuck around. Now, and look what happened when he stuck around.
It's a lot of content though. Now, if I'm gonna be honest with you, like a lot. He put out a lot of content, not just this show, but many other shows that he put out. You know, and it's like,
and this is us, but this is us. Like you're part of it too. You just get involved. We got all the mics. This is a studio. All the mics are here.
We live, my boy.
We're on 3 platforms right now. You got Twitch right now. You got Rumble. Go get them. You got enough room. You got enough storage on that phone.
It is a lot on. Yeah, you can put a lot on them phones too, ain't?
You got talking to Mike though.
Look, as much shit as I take pictures of, I ain't even got enough space to update my phone.
All right, well,
you got to start deleting.
Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. But when you check out, hey, when you take off, run me to my sister's real quick because I got me a hat there and a flag. I'll give you the flag though. I got a flag that's a 2024.
What'd you say?
It's Trump 2024. Take America back or something like that.
Don't get me jumped at the store.
You can get the flag though. You can come with us. You can give us where you going? No, then I'm gonna have to get back up and go back in that seat.
Yeah, man, get back up.
You can wait. Hey, run me to my sister's. I'll pick that up. I'll give you that flag. It's a 5x3 flag. Okay. Answer.
Hola. Usted tiene una llamada. Todas las llamadas que no sean hechos propiamente a un abogado pueden ser monitorizadas y grabadas. Gracias por usar IC Solutions. Puede empezar a hablar ahora.
Hello.
What it do, man? What it do, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
I've been trying to call you, but you know, sometimes I can get through.
Nah, you know what it is? It's
yeah.
Well, right now we were talking to other guys in prison. We were talking to my nephew who's in Oshkosh right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a nephew that's in Oshkosh. So we were talking to my nephew, and then we talked to Danny. We talked to Alabama. We talked to Tom on the other side. Romero called, and I ended up actually having to hang up on Romero because I had to hang up on him. Between you and us on this podcast, Chepe, I had to hang up on Romero because he said he loves me. No, I was kidding. I had to hang up on him because my nephew called.
Yeah, we didn't mean to hang up on him, man. It just we meant to hang up on him, be honest with you. But it was like nephew called first, then Romero called. So it was like then nephew called again, and we got to accept the calls that came before the second call. You see what I'm saying? So we accepted the first call, but we ended up answering the second call. You know, so we had to hang up on the second call and allow him to call back after the first call. If that makes sense, if you could comprehend it.
It's complicated, but listen here, brother. When you get on the phone and you talk to your family, tell them about the podcast. Tell them that you're on the podcast. Matter of fact, tell them that you're on the podcast, and we got your photo, dude. We got your photo. We got your inmate. Right now, your photo is on the screen, and we're live. We're on three different. Yeah, brother. I got you're smiling. You got your hair tucked in, tied in the back. I put Chepe, not but how we do the podcast anyhow is I put your phone. We put your phone name, we put your address, we put your inmate number. So if anybody who wants to write to you can write to you. At the same token, Chepe, like right now, for instance, as we're talking to you, we got your photo is blown up on the screen right now. That's how well sound. That's how well sound this studio is put together. Yeah, it's spiffy, definitely, man.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice.
So talk to us. What's going on, brother?
I just, I've been trying to call you. I said, man, last week and I tried to call you, and
somebody was on the phone. I said, man, and I was waiting like an hour and a half, and man, but you know, but I've been doing good though. You know, today that was a nice day though.
Yeah, it was a nice day, man. It was pretty hot, man.
I spent a lot of time outside today. Hey, but that's not. It's always it's nice to talk with you. You know. And last week when I didn't talk with you, I said, man, I miss a call. You know.
Yeah. Hey, brother. Call.
Yeah.
We want you. You know. I want you to call like every weekend, bro. When we do this podcast from 6 to 9, call every weekend. If it blows up, if it gets bigger,
it's gonna get bigger, man.
If it gets bigger, what we'll end up doing is we'll take this podcast from 1 to 9, and I'll work it until man gets here at 6. Because I know you guys are out from 1 to 4:30, and then it's shut down between 4:30 and 6. So what I'm saying is, if the more people call right from prison, what we'll end up doing is we'll just extend the live stream, and that way, for instance, more people can get more opportunity to speak. Because I know, like I heard it. I want to say I heard that you called last week, but you couldn't get through. Now I could be wrong about that, but I know that there are those who called and they couldn't get through. So if it happens to where the window of opportunity to call is greater from just 3 hours to, let's say, 6 hours, then then we should be able to reach. We should be able to have all you guys call. All you guys should be able to call, and we all reach them.
On the phone right now. EJ on the phone.
What time you started?
We start from 6 to 9.
She can't because he got
6 to 9.
His calls. Remember how he call you?
All right. So
tell him to call the number. I mean,
hold on, Chepe. Hey.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm telling the man real quick. Man, send your sister my number. Right now we're working on something right now because there's another inmate that's trying to get through. He's gonna get.
What's the number? Rick?
Oh, you know my number, man. Hold on, Chepe.
What name? 188?
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, brother. No, we had.
No, you good?
No, okay, I was gonna say because somebody else was calling from another prison. And because right now, my nephew being in Oshkosh, I told him too. I said, hey, you got to spread the word, man. You got to let people know. In Oshkosh, like the way this could grow to, let's say, like all the prisons in Wisconsin, right? Now it could grow bigger than that to all 50 states. But again, a platform for inmates, and like your situation, you know, people want to hear about how you got somebody who was already supposed to be released, and yet here you've got the district attorney for the state of Wisconsin is seeking to keep you in prison for another 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like people want to hear about that because you know they talk about reform, they talk about justice and reform, and but okay, if America is going to talk about reforming the justice system, well, this is a prime example of what needs to be undone. You for instance, you should be at home right now. You shouldn't be in a prison because that judge already overturned your already reduced your sentence. So again, the more people that hear Caesar's story, the better.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up? You know, man, I was reading some article the other day about a truant sentence. You know, they say the truant sentence in Wisconsin is holding a lot of people. You know, That's the only state they got a truth in sentence.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, there is a plus side to truth in sentencing, and that is, for instance, if you were under truth in sentencing, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say if a person, because your situation is kind of, let's say if a person had like 40 years, right?
Yeah.
And they're eligible for parole after 20 years. Well, you know they can keep them in prison. They can keep them in prison after 20 years. They can say, "Oh, well, they didn't meet these qualifications or those qualifications." It's like Dave. You know who Dave is? The white guy on the other side, Dave Hebert. You know what?
Yep.
Okay, well, Dave, he went to the front of the parole board. He's already done 30 years in prison for murder, right? What ended up happening is the parole board denied him. They said you have to wait another 40 years. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now the problem with that is that if he was under truth in sentencing, they would have had to let him go home. And the thing about Dave, though, Dave did all his programs.
Yeah.
So now Dave's just sitting in prison to sit in prison. Now, again, having said that, there are a plus sides to truth in sentencing. Now, I guess the only downside would be like if you committed a crime and you got buku time, right? Like if you got a ton of time, then that'd be different. But even in like your situation, let's say if you had truth in sentencing, what are they talking about? 45 years to life? Is that what it was?
Yep.
See now, so in truth in sentencing, they could have been just 45 years. You know, and you had to do 45 years in prison and 35 years out. Then you would have had to do the whole 45.
Las llamadas que no sean hechos propiamente a un abogado pueden ser monitorizadas y grabadas.
I know we got 1 minute left, but again, your situation is different because you got your sentence reduced already, so you should be home. But let's pray because we only got that minute left. So go ahead, man. Lead off in prayer.
Yes. What's his name? One more time.
Chepe.
Good. Thank you for calling today, Chepe. We really appreciate your call. But no but. But I would like to say, you know, God bless you, man. From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet, man. And you do something, you know, productive in there and constructive, you know, with your time. You hold your head up. You give God the glory for this platform that you have a voice to speak your heart and your truth. And may us and others be with you through your incarceration. Allow you to continue being humble, peaceful, and we give you our blessings. So thank you for this call, Chape, in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name we pray, and we all say amen. I love you, brother.
Amen. Me too.
I love you, brother. And again, keep calling every weekend. Every time you call, we're plugging your photo. We got your photo. We got your information. And let your family know about the podcast, the Manwich Show on YouTube. And on YouTube, and it's on Rumble and on Twitch and Spotify. And that way they can hear you. You'd have your brothers, for instance, and your nieces and your nephews. They can hear you to be like, that's my uncle. My uncle's live right now on YouTube. You know, and that's a great way for people in there to be able to reach out to their family. It really is. And then they can hear, they hear you chop it up with normal people, and then they say like, oh man, that's my uncle, man. That's the guy.
Hey, I gotta go.
I know, brother. I know. It's already. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I know it's 9 o'clock, brother. All right.
Hey,
what?
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk with you.
Ditto. Same thing. The feeling's mutual, Chepe. It's always a pleasure talking to you, brother. I love you. And call again next week, brother.
What's up, nephew?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
Hey, I want you to call this number, man,
Yep.
and call our hotline because the show ended right now at 9. But we don't give you a voice today, all right?
All right.
We don't give you a voice.
I gotta go.
I know. Go ahead. Hang up. I gotta work this phone now.
Okay, call right because we on a call right now with another inmate right now. So you get the call right now. It's 414-555. Huh? Okay, call right now. Nobody ain't on the call right now. Call right now so we give you a voice.
Nah, tell him use somebody else's. Have somebody else get on the phone.
Oh, you can't call back?
Nah, have somebody else get on the phone.
You can't have nobody else get on the phone? And y'all switch phones? Damn.
All right, listen, just put them on that phone then. Or so. Are you on Bluetooth right now?
No, that one on Bluetooth. Facebook.
Get that one on Bluetooth.
How you do it?
You got to put this on Bluetooth.
Put that.
Hey, hold on. We're going to try to get you on Bluetooth, all right? I don't know how to use this janky phone.
It's iPhones, man. What's up?
Oh, that's
okay, here. How you doing today, nephew?
I'm doing me. I'm doing good.
All day, man. Yeah, man. I'm blessed to highly favored, man. I'm blessed to highly favored, nephew, and I appreciate your call, man. Thank you for calling, man. I'm trying to hook it up right now, but I think I'm on Bluetooth with the other phone.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna disconnect this right here.
I appreciate your call right now. Let me see, can I get you now?
All right, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, man. Okay, yeah.
Keep doing the Bluetooth.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. And we miss you, man.
Hey, tell them it's not a little podcast. We're on three platforms.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Rumble. We're on Twitch.
Yeah, we on. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Tell him. Hold on. Wait a minute. You trying to
tell him that we're on Rumble.
We on all the platforms now. We on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch. We on Facebook, Spotify.
Joe Rogan.
We everywhere. We on all platforms, nephew.
iHeartRadio.
We on iHeartRadio. Yeah, man. To 6 to 9. When all the times you call?
Every Saturday.
On Saturdays.
I'm gonna call like 9, 12, or 8.
You can't.
I'm gonna talk to you later, all right?
Okay, I love you, man. You have a good rest of your day, man. And keep your head up, man. Stay focused, all right? Hey, man.
Hey, go ahead. You might as well. Well, we're about to wrap it up. But if you want to go ahead and replug that in or whatever, or say, sign off. I disconnected it because I thought you connect that.
No, it's all right. It's all right. They can hear it like this.
All right. Well, then.
Okay, y'all. Good night. This is Man.
This is Rich.
And thank you for watching the Manwich Show.
Thanks for watching. Tune into us every Saturday, as long as it's the Lord's will. Every Saturday between 6 and 9. 6 and 9. Again, like I said, we talk to inmates throughout the Wisconsin prison system, but we want to expand. So if you have friends and family in other prisons throughout the United States, give us a jingle. You call that number, we'll contact you personally. We'll set it up. We'll get their info, and they too can have a voice, especially like if they've gone to trial and they were found guilty of a crime that they didn't commit, or even people that committed a crime but were sentenced harshly and are seeking some form of getting back into court. Maybe because one of their constitutional rights was violated or so forth. Again, call the number on call 414-888-6733.
The number is 414-888-6733.
And we'll contact you back personally. We'll gather their information, and we will do what we do for other guys like this guy here, Pover, Tom, Alabama, man's favorite. But still, Danny right here, Chepe, and we've got Romero, Munoz. Munoz went to trial. Munoz got like 30 years. He's already been in prison 17 years.
Damn.
He used to work.
He got 13 years left, man.
Yeah, then he goes back to Mexico. Having said that,
thanks for the callers and the ones that didn't call. And
yeah, that's another thing too. We want you people.
We want y'all to get involved with us, man.
Exactly.
You know,
and you don't have to be in prison to call. I mean, granted, we don't want this podcast to just be about people in prison. We want this to be about people that are out there.
The viewers too, man. Y'all, we want to give y'all let y'all have a voice too, man. Give y'all opinion, man, on some of these subjects, man.
If you're concerned about this flag, if you're concerned about the state of this country, if you want to make America great again, yeah, we want you to call. We want to hear your voice. We want you to get a voice as well.
Yeah. And, you know, even the Trump haters, you know, you can call in as well.
Yeah.
You know, because the news got many people manipulated, you know. So thank you guys for tuning in, the viewers and the callers. And we signing out.
Deuces.